Oh, there I am.
Handsome man he is.
With the quality of camera over here from like 1982. What's going on, everybody? Thanks for joining the Aim Controller 5K. We got 5K on the line today. We're doing it a little different. We're doing North America versus Europe. Who's got the better players? I think I know the answer, but today is definitely going to be the day we see. We got Sean from Team Delinquents with us today. He's helping co-cast it. And yeah, we're just waiting for everyone to load into the lobby, and we're gonna get this thing going in a minute.
Are we crazy if we're a little biased about it?
I don't think we're crazy. I mean, obviously, you got to have that home team love, right? Like, since both of us are from North America, right? We're gonna have that home team love. Sean, who do you think is gonna take it?
It's hard for me not to support Yanuzi's team again after he came out and just rolled through the last tournament we did, to be honest with you.
Big win on that last tournament, big win. But there's been a change up on the Yanuzi side, right? So
Yeah,
his
well,
team did win, but now he's not playing with the same people.
Cryptic went off on his own. He went rogue on him, some would say. He's got his own team now.
You know what though? Cryptic did slap up Dr. Disrespect and Tim the Tatman so hard with a base DMR that they accusationed him. So I can see he's got the confidence now. He took out Dr. Disrespect. He took out Tim the Tatman. Base ground loot DMR.
And it
Made
wasn't
him look
just the
like fools.
DMR. He shit
Oh
on him
yeah,
at the end with the pistol.
with the pistol, with the pistol. So, he's got that confidence now. He made two of the most high profile Warzone players in the industry think he's hacking,
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
but it's super exciting. Just look at some of the teams we have playing in this tournament. I mean, we have Savvy Ultra. I mean, does it get much bigger than a guy like Savvy? I mean, it's spectacular player, great personality. Guy does everything right.
He's crushing it for the Europe, the Europe side. I mean, I can't say I'm too familiar with many other European players, but he's definitely one of the tops, and I would say he's definitely in the top 10, maybe even top 5. Ooh, my video is looking
It's
horrid.
all right. It'll come back. It'll come back, baby. But we have a lot of strong teams here. On the NA side was mainly how our last tournament was. And Aloha Mai back in this tournament had a really good showing last tournament. He just missed the first place by Yanuzi's team.
Yep,
But we do have some new teams in here too. We brought in FaZe Blue for this one. Big name representing FaZe Clan, which is awesome. We
that's
have
right.
OP
Phase up.
Marked, the #1 Warzone winner on the leaderboards playing in this tournament. Will he be able to get a win in a custom lobby as easily as he does in regular lobbies?
But time is only going to tell, and that time is coming up. The first match should start soon. For anybody wondering how we're breaking this down, we're going to do a total of 6 games. 3 games are going to be played on North American servers, 3 games on European servers. Actually, I think it's backwards, right? So Europeans first,
Yeah, the
then
EU
North
host.
American servers. And basically, we're going to take the top two from each top 2 scores from out of the 3. And we're going to do it that way. So for anybody wondering how we're doing it, right? Obviously there's different pings, different servers, different latencies. Basically we're going to run 3 games European servers, so the North American people are going to have to play a little bit different. Are they going to anticipate this? I would hope so. Um, you know, Higher latency, maybe play a little back further, not as up close. I don't know exactly the plan for a lot of teams, but with switching back and forth, each side's going to have to make adjustments at some point.
And it's interesting because coming into this, you and I had a conversation, and we were saying, well, I said, and I think if I remember correctly, you agreed with me. It might not be the worst idea, for some of these EU teams to stack up with 2 EU guys and an NA guy, and then the opposite for the NA teams where you stack up 2 NA guys and an EU guy. This way, you get that good connection from somebody on each host. I tried to look through the teams; it was a lot to go through. I don't know how many of them did something like that. But I think that's something that would be super beneficial, and I hope some teams took advantage of that because it might give them an advantage.
I wonder who looked that far into it, but I think you're right, right? Like, why not give yourself the most advantage? The only rule that we had was the captain spot. The person not the only rule. Obviously, we have plenty of rules, but one of the rules in that aspect, right, was that the captain, if they're in Europe, they have to play, on the Europe side. If you're in North America, but your teammates can, be from either side, right? You can be a captain on the Europe side, but have two North American teammates if you really wanted.
And how about a steal for the NA side? Jeff Leach coming over to America, Ghost himself, the face of Call of Duty, and he gets nabbed as an NA team. We took him away from the Europeans.
That's
That must
it.
have felt good for you, huh?
We got a good player there. He's over in LA, so it's where he lives, right? That's where the servers are going to ping off of. That's it. He may be from Great Britain. At least I think that's where he's from. And but he's a North American captain.
I think the coolest thing for me out of this whole experience too is I'm gonna get to learn a lot about a lot of EU players that I might not have gotten the exposure to. So, obviously on our side, on the Team Delinquent side, and your aim page side is kind of a mix. But on the Team Delinquent side, a lot of us know the NA guys, but we don't know a ton about the EU guys outside of a handful. And,
Right.
it's probably the same for the King Esports side. They know heavily about a lot of these EU guys, but how much do they really know about some of these NA guys? So it's a good chance here for people to see people that they might not know a ton about and get to learn about some other players out there in the world of Warzone.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I'm excited to see some of these EU guys play. I don't know, like you said, I haven't really watched a lot of them. Obviously, we do have a European branch on the aim controller side, but I mainly primarily deal with the US based, North American based affiliates. So even with us, who we obviously have a broad range of partners and affiliates throughout the both North America and the US, I'm just familiar with the US people. So yeah, this will be exciting. It'll be exciting to see who's going to take it. It'll be exciting to see um, who's coming out hot. I want to see that those first two games, and we see where that leaderboard's stacking and where it's going. It's going to be interesting. I mean, like I said, I have my kind of preconceived, all right, where who I think is going to be in the top spots, but realistically, anything could happen during these games, and anything could change it and shift that up.
You're 100% correct. And, it's hard to say that we're not biased because of what we know from the last tournament we done. And in that last tournament, the 3K one that we did, it seemed like it was a 2 to 3 headed race, just running away with the bracket almost the whole tournament. I'm
Right.
hoping for a much closer knit bracket here where everyone's got closer scores. I want to be jumping off my seat. I want to be yelling and screaming. I want to be throwing out some voice effects here, going crazy, seeing some wild kill cams and heavy competition.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I want to be, I want to be mom get the camera. I want to be excited for it. And I think it will be. I think now with we got 40 team captains, 20 from US, 20 from Europe. Um, I think it's full lobbies. Last tournament we ran was mini royale. We did that. It was a smaller, smaller tournament, smaller prize pool. So we did a smaller size map, less teams. A lot of people I feel like didn't realize that till they were literally dropping in, and they're like, "Why is the circle smaller?" Loadouts are different in those scenarios. You're not getting your loadout as quick. You have to utilize ground loot more. This is a play style that everyone's familiar with. It's full lobby Warzone, 130 players, 140 players, whatever we got in there. And this is something that they're used to. So this is in their wheelhouse. There should be no surprises for them. Therefore, I think everyone's going to play to the best of their ability.
And just going to go ahead here and give everybody a little bit of a breakdown of what we have going on here so it's clear and everyone kind of knows what's going on. So it's NA versus EU format, but that doesn't mean everyone on the NA side or everyone on the EU side wins. There's specific winners of the tournament. It's just labeled as NA versus EU because half the teams are from one region and half the teams are from the other. There will be 3 games on each host, totaling 6 games. Your best 5 games count. So if you have a disqualification or a disconnect, it won't hurt you. There's payments for the top 3 teams. And then there's also
Yep.
controllers being given away throughout the tournament for certain things like highest kills in a game, most kills in the tournament, and the team with the highest kills in a single game. And then we have some bans. There's no launchers allowed. That includes the combat bow. You can grab a shotgun, you can't have a loadout shotgun, and once you get loadout, you cannot use any shotguns anymore. There will be no car or Swiss in this tournament. You might see some people break out a gun like the SPR or the Pellington or the Tundra. Uh, I'm not so sure. I'm not so positive that those snipers are viable. I know the Swiss is ground loot now and you can pick it up, but once that loadout hits, you cannot use it anymore. There's no stopping power or dead silence, so no one has to worry about getting run up on and destroyed. And the jailbreak thing is always something that's cool. You know, you can come back if you got a player alive. So if you have somebody on your team alive, you can play that jailbreak out. But if no one on your team's alive, you got to splatter. So, you know, I think it's going to make for a good tournament. There's going to be some crazy stuff going on here. And I'm excited to see. I kind of hope some teams break out some of these other snipers here, just so we could see if any of them really are viable in the game or not.
Take it back, right? Yeah, everyone's been it's so Swiss car dominated for the last what? I feel like 6 months longer maybe. That yeah, like let's see something, have they prepared for it though, right? You bust out
That's
a different
true.
gun, it's got different tracking, it's got different XYZ, it's got different bullet velocity. So it'll be interesting to see because obviously some people are dominated. That's Swiss, even me being the worst sniper known in Warzone history, I could hit shots with that Swiss. So that Swiss was deadly for a bit.
The Swiss still is deadly, but I'm very interested to see. I'm curious if anyone's going to pull out a gun like the HDR because we all know anyone who's watched Iron play in the last year and a half knows he's a big fan of that Recon HDR strategy. But here we go. It looks like we're dropping in. We're starting off with OP Mark, the #1 winning player on the Warzone leaderboards.
We got a great view of his forehead. Unbelievable.
The Nick Merckx camera going.
That's it. That's it. We can can you hear him, Sean? We might need to bump that up a little bit.
Uh,
I hear it faintly.
I had it muted before so I could hear you. Let's see. I can hear it. Yes.
But I can't. My team got kicked 5 times and then started the game. It was Mary.
There's people flying a long way.
Glad to see people are following the rules.
Oh, we're still in the pregame lobby.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought
the
they
pregame.
were. I thought they already dropped in. I was like, "What's going on here? People are landing and other people are shooting." But here we go. So, what do you think is going to be the drop? You think people are going to drop hot, or you think people are going to try to play a little safe here?
Off the rip.
I think with the prize money on the line, I think the strategy might change up for a lot of teams. I know a lot of teams like to drop hot. They like to get into it. They like to start getting after it. But, with money on the line, I think it changes up, your game style. So, honestly, it's a good question. It looks like, judging by Marked, he's not looking to hot drop. They're not looking to drop right away. They didn't have a point picked out already.
I
And
know
it looks
Mark
like
loves the train. He
loves
loves
it.
to hit the recons on the train. He likes to know where the circle's going to be. Very strategic player. He doesn't push every fight. He's still going to get his kills every game, and he's going to go for that win hard. So I'm very curious to see how much $5,000 changes your gameplay, maybe.
I mean, someone's already being aggressive. I don't know who's shooting at him, but they got him a plate and a half off. So there's people trying to regain out of the sky, which I like. I like, being aggressive. I mean, why not?
It doesn't hurt. It never hurt. Well, I guess that's a lie because it does hurt to shoot sometimes.
If you have the shot, take it. If you don't
Yeah,
have
and
the
I guess it
shot,
doesn't really matter when you're flying because you miss a couple of shots, you just fly away.
that's it.
But they're going far. They're flying to the side, so you know they're looking to go a long way, something they wouldn't make if they were straight shooting.
Yeah, 100%. Oh,
And we
cut the
just heard
parrot.
somebody said going for the chopper. So you already know that they're probably going to stick to their go-to plan of get a chopper or get a vehicle, go for some recons, get some good loot, and get good rotations.
Right, good rotations. Come after some teams maybe that they feel are weak. This should be interesting.
Almost chopped him.
Did they get? Wait, was there no chopper there?
No, he got the chopper. He's flying around in it. He said he
Gotcha.
almost chopped one. He didn't miss them though, I think.
I'm having trouble hearing the actual gameplay myself. Oh, someone got
We switched here to Team Bartolid. I can't pronounce that. Bartonologist.
Bartonologist.
He's a member of XSET. I know that. I don't think I've watched him play too much, so I don't know what his strategy is. But let me tell you something. These XSET guys, they're hella confident. They have a ton of confidence in themselves. They have a ton of confidence in their org. So I can only imagine there's going to be some aggressive gameplay out of the XSET guys we have in here.
100%. Sometimes, like we said, that aggressive nature, especially in a tournament like this, where someone might be playing it a little, they might be holding back a tiny bit, just going for that prize money. They might get, it might be unexpected.
100%.
Might be unexpected. All right, it looks like they're holding. They're in a good spot, right? They're in circle.
They're in circle.
Are
They
they
have
gonna be
high
fight-
ground.
But it marks teams across the way, correct?
Yeah, he's kind of peeking right now, trying to scout, see if he sees anything,
Right.
see where they're at. He just said they might have dipped. Maybe there was a red door over there. Those red doors add a huge aspect to this game because you could have a team right on you. But if there's a red door, they can go missing. You have no clue where they are all of a sudden.
They could zip out unless they hop in that red door right after.
And there is a recon going off there faintly in the edge over there. So
Yep, I
you
see
never
it to the
know.
left.
Maybe they did hit it, but we got a ping there thinking they saw somebody. So I don't know.
What about other nades? Everything's okay? Mine's everything? Is okay?
Yeah,
Let's see how they play this. Let's see. They're definitely, they could have hopped on the tram. They could have. Oh, look, we got
They
the
have a red
door.
door. And you just heard them talking about their comms. They're asking each other about the equipment they have there. They want to make sure they're on the same page with what they have, what they're running with. They want to be what's it called in the military? One band, one step.
I'm not familiar with the term, but sounds like it would be something the military says, right? They want to be in unison, lockstep.
They hit it here, so they're gonna get an advanced UAV, which is
Where
gonna
they
be
at?
huge. They're
Oh,
in
they're in
storage.
Storage.
And they pop the advance, so they have two teams by them, and they're in the middle here.
Yeah,
So
all they gotta
need
do
to
is turn right.
Yep, and look, they made a good rotation to get away, and now they can try to regroup and get on the opposite sides of these teams. It looks like one guy's flying in from somewhere.
He must be. What the heck? I don't see him anywhere. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, I'm not shooting yet.
I have an AK. I have a gold AK.
We can get
And they're very smart here. You see, they said, I'm not shooting yet. They don't want to let anybody know exactly where they are because they don't want to get rolled up on.
Exactly. Why give away your position if they're not going to get good shots or they're not going to get the kill or the down?
That's it. And he has he dropped money on buy, so they're going to go for loadout.
All right,
And
what
we're
do we
going to
got? What do
switch
we
here
got?
to Team Recrant.
Нет, за забором на мне.
Разбил его. У меня сквозь стену
На мне,
добавил.
на мне, на мне, на мне.
Oh, we're going to need a translator here. I need to brush up on my Italian.
He said,
Trying
"Oh,
to get
fuck."
away with the helicopter. Couldn't
Yeah.
do it, though.
Я ж всю инфу давал.
Who did they run into?
Нас убили
I don't know who they ran into. I couldn't
I
see.
couldn't see. It was too small.
Мимо въебал дали, и все, дальше пошли пушить вдвоем.
Меня
Надо
без
улетать
блика
было.
дали, въебало.
Да, понимаю, надо было улетать нам сразу тогда. Не пытаться.
I like this guy's setup in the background, though. He's got the statue with the sunglasses. He's got
The
the
plan
silver.
is very calming.
The
Play
plant's
a game
very
like
calming.
Warzone, it could get hectic. You need something to keep you calm. Some
You
fresh
need,
air.
yeah, exactly. You need some extra oxygen, right? Get those brain cells going. He's
That's
got the
it.
silver play button from YouTube. It looks like silver, I think.
Yes, it is. That's exactly what it is.
Oh, we were gonna see FaZe Blue's getting into it. It
Oh,
seems
here
like.
we go.
Let's
FaZe Blue. And is FaZe Blue running a sniper for the team? You know those FaZe guys, they're known for sniping.
Let's see what's that. I think it was Sean.
Also,
Interesting.
it looks like they're playing down a man. They only have two guys on the left-hand side there from what I could see.
What happened here? I wonder what happened.
Maybe somebody lagged out. We already knew that it was going to be tough with this NAEU thing. Some people were just going to have terrible connections. You
Part of
had
the
to
game,
expect
though.
it coming into it, you know?
It's part of the game, you know. They
100%.
FaZe Blue though, not phased, you know? Not phased.
Phased by the slightest bit. And he wasn't phased by anything today. He's held strong. He was cracking some jokes in the Discord today, messing around with some people. The energy that we love to see.
Here he is, Mr.
Savvy
Mr. Italy.
himself.
Mr. Italy, they call him.
I love the LED logo he's got in the background. That's absolutely stunning.
It's pretty mean. It's pretty mean. This is
And he's already got
Italy's-
his loadout. He ghosted. Look at that. He ghosted, and he's looking for a ground loot gun, it looks like.
He knew some teams died over here. He's looking for...
A secondary
Some-
gun. He figured he
Yep.
can go ghost and then pick up a gun.
I'll be honest, for a green, like second tier one, what is that, 1 or 2 add-ons, this 40-round OTS isn't bad.
He just doesn't have a lot of ammo in reserve for it. He's only got 8 shots, so we're going to have to see how he makes it work.
He's going to have to stick those shots. That's it. I
But
don't
he's
think he has...
rocking the EM2. That might be the most powerful assault rifle that Warzone has seen since the AMAX got nerfed.
You get a headshot with that thing, and it's all over. It's all over. You could put 2 or 3 in the body, nothing. You get 1, 2 headshots, it's game over. It takes them
Yep.
out.
And Savvy himself has 4 kills, so you have to imagine his team's looking pretty good if they each have a couple other kills on top of the 4. You know, they're not off to a bad start. They're in pretty good positioning. You know, they know where another team is that they're going to
They're-
work towards and try to cut them off.
You know what's I find interesting, Sean? He does not have that last suppressor on. I'm pretty sure for the EM2. He's got that middle suppressor.
Yeah, I don't know what. There's a difference between them. I think one of them's
More
a little
movement.
bit better with movement and ADS.
Yep. It's the one he has on. Better movement, better ADS. Better. It gives you more damage at range. I think the other. I'm not even sure what the other. I've been using. I've noticed that when I looked at.
I always use the bottom one because I think it gives you extra, like extra firepower. It's a little stronger, I think.
You know what? That very well could be true, and it might be something with distance. But you know, I've been looking at the stats lately over the past couple of weeks, and I was just like, you know what? Let me try something new, different. And I tried that out, and I figured, why not? Why not have better movement? You know,
100%.
At least the way I play. You know.
Listen,
Oh,
I hear you, man. I like the firepower. You like the movement. It's why we love playing with each other. A little bit of both worlds.
There we go. There we go.
Look
Out,
at
down.
Savvy. What a strafe out of Savvy there to kind of dodge a couple bullets and make sure he got the kill.
We got it. We got to give Europe its due. And you know what I liked? He finished the guy. He didn't leave him hanging. He knows
wasn't
that
playing
kill was
games.
important.
He was
knew
not
that kill was
playing games.
important.
Every kill counts. And look at that. He just got himself a purple OTS now, and he's ready to rock.
With that second, or is that the GRU? How do you say that last suppressor, that GRU one?
The GRU suppressor. That's what I call it, at least. I could be completely wrong, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I'm not going to change my ways for you.
Savvy Ultra, controller player, too.
I think the majority of this tournament's controller players, to be honest with you.
You know what? The realization is controllers just are going to have the better movement. It really, like, at least from my personal, I'm sure there's someone out there with absolutely cracked movement on mouse and key. But I always feel like controller movement, mid to close up, you got the advantage. Long range, okay, yeah. You know, mouse and keyboard, you have some good aim. Aim assist doesn't matter at that much, you know, at that distance. But that up close and personal, that controller, I mean...
You know what else I think about the controller? The controller might not necessarily give you the most freedom with the movement, right? It is a little bit harder to move with a controller because you have to bring the analog stick past that center point to move the opposite way, where with the keyboard you have a little more freedom.
Yeah, you could.
But I think the advantage you get with aim assist is what's a game changer about playing on a controller.
I do think, you know, I agree with that, right? You're up close and personal. You get that aim assist. You get that little bit of a stick, you know, that little sticky glue, and it just kind of...
Just to help you get there. Give you the nudge. The nudge in the right direction. And, you know, speaking of controllers, if anyone's in the market for a controller right now, AIM Controller's running their biggest discount ever. $85 off orders over $225 for the Christmas season. So go check out your favorite content creators and make sure you're using their codes. You like that, Brendan, right? Brendan, did I lose you?
Just don't have any fucking...
All right, we're going to hop on board with Angelica's team here. I'm not sure where Brendan is at the moment. Hopefully he'll be back soon.
Please let me get the scab safely. Oh my god, I did see something.
Oh, Queen, where are we
Oh,
at?
there you are. Where'd you go?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you know, mic dropped. Had to run out real quick. So
I
yes,
just gave you guys a great promo for the AIM Controllers discount and told everyone to go check out their favorite content creators and use their code for the holidays.
$85 off. I mean, $85 off is just crazy. And the minimum order is only, what, $225?
This is the biggest discount you guys have ever offered, giving back to the community around the holidays, something we all love to see.
40% off, essentially. You're getting a minimum 40% off. So, oof. You know, she had no cover. She knew the people were there. Might have been a better play to kind of turn back, get behind that concrete, rather than, you know, be stuck out in the middle of the road.
It's a bad spot to be in no matter how you look at it, though. You can only get back there for so long before they're just going to push you out.
That's it, right? What else can you do unless you get lucky?
All right, we're jumping back with Curve here.
Curve,
Looks like they're
P1
pushing
boom,
into military.
going hard into military. This is a big push. It's wide out in the open. There's not a lot of cover. There's a couple things you can hide behind. But if
You
you
kinda
get stuck out here, you're
Yeah, you're in for some hell. I think you see, if I was them, and by no means am I a pro Warzone player, but I think I would have held the fence line on the other side there because you're protected by the storm on the other side. Whereas here,
That-
your whole right's wide open and most of it's in the circle.
That's a good point, right? There could be people sitting in that circle as they're coming up on this right side. That'll just pop, pop, pop. That's it.
E qua abbiamo 2 corone a fianco a noi Assault Mine. Potrebbero essere dei bait, le corone.
These guys, I guess, are on the EU side. I think it's Italian. Having a little bit of trouble hearing the gameplay. You're not, though. I don't know
Yeah,
why I am.
I can hear it pretty well. Did you turn up the volume in Discord? Normally, it puts it at half.
Let me see. I'm gonna go try that right now.
Non li guardo più, ragazzi, stanno prendendo la casetta. Non vi fate vedere. Uno è più basso.
What do I do here?
Quello va alla...
In the bottom right corner, there should be a volume bar. You jack it all the way up, brother.
Fa UAV, Papone è morto, eh? Sta scappando? È in mezzo al lago?
I wonder if they see somebody. They have a live ping, so they know somebody's there. It's hard with all these trees.
Tough to see people here. This is a tough spot to be in because you know what? You could get approached from any direction, and you do have some cover from the trees from one direction, but obviously not a ton of cover. So if you get caught out in the open,
oh yeah, and there's a lot of shooting. This gunfight's lasting for a while. You know, I know they have silencers, but if you're a close enough team, you could still hear the silencers. So don't be surprised if another team kind of gets an angle on them to at least hold them, if not push up in third party.
oh, I got the volume. I got the volume.
All right, there we go.
Much better. Let's go.
And you see, look, I like what they're doing here, the way they're approaching this, right? They have the disadvantage. They have the storm at their back. They have the low ground. The other team's on the hill. But they're slowly knocking health off, waiting for them to heal and back up a little bit,
and then moving
slowly approaching this hill while they stay behind trees and cover.
This guy's, yeah, but this guy lays with the other
Unfortunately,
guy.
there's only so long that you
that
could
that
stay
can
in a
last.
fight like that before you run into somebody who's going to take you out.
Fighting a guy uphill. It's a rough scenario. It's a rough scenario. See Pentagon, he's Europe.
Yes, he played in our last tournament too. He said, I don't care what the ping's going to be. I will play in your NA 3K. And he came out and, he did his thing in it.
Unbelievable, unbelievable fortitude from the guy, right? To play at a knowing you're playing at a disadvantage, to saying, I don't care, let's go. It shows some skill.
100%. It shows some skill and it shows your mental wherewithal. It shows how mentally strong you really are. That, something like your ping, which could make or break any gunfight. You're going to say, I'm still going to give it my best effort and get in there, no matter what the case is.
And you know what? I do feel like there is a decent portion of Warzone that's a mental aspect. You turn around, you run, you get into a gunfight, you make a wrong decision, you're dead. Having that mental strength and having, knowing exactly, all right, this is what I got to do, stay strong, let's execute the plan and go for it. It can be a huge difference. Being the difference of a
100%.
win or not. What do we think of the reactive camos, Sean?
Some of them I really like. Some of them I'm not a fan of. It all depends. I think there's some that are distracting and they almost get in your way a little bit while you play.
Yes.
But some of them just look so cool.
I agree. I like the one. See, I don't like that EM2 one. The one that Russ has, Exit Russ.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it, but I think I'm only not a fan of it because I missed out on getting it. I didn't play when it was in the battle pass that much.
Little sore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like we said before, another XSET player, these guys have all the confidence in the world. He just jumped up on that rock and completely gunned somebody down from 1,000,000 meters away. No fucks given.
Yep. He knew he could hit those shots from that distance. That's what.
And you're standing on a rock like that. You're wide open out in the open here. Gets somebody, if they're using one of the SPRs or the HDRs, just blast your brains out and not a care in the world. He's gonna get up there and he's gonna gun you down.
To be
And I
able to
like
hit
his little
shots with that
Christmas overlay he's got going on too. Getting a little festive here.
festive, very festive, very festive. Time for the holidays, you know?
He threw that ammo box further than I could throw a baseball.
Pretty good. All right, what we got next? Ebates. I think that's also a website. Does he own the website Ebates?
I've never heard of the website Ebates. I've heard of
It's like
eBay.
no, it's like a discount website, Ebates.
Really?
Mhm.
Interesting. I wonder who had the name first.
I don't know. That's a good question. I would tend to think he wouldn't choose it knowing there was also a discount website with the same name.
It's
So
fair
either
enough.
he was oblivious to it or he had it first, which very well could be. Is he muted?
I am not hearing any gameplay. Out
Oh,
of it.
it's muted in the
Driving.
there
There
we
we go.
go.
He says, no, second story, second story.
Playing dude now, let me ask you this, Sean. This is something that I always think about.
Since I don't have perks.
Playing in the bedroom. Is this the spare bedroom? Or does he end his stream and say, all right, I'm going to sleep and just flop right onto the bed and that's it?
You know, I think there's a lot of things that go into that. You know, it depends on the age of the content creator. You know, if they're a little younger, still living at home with mom and dad, it's probably their spare bedroom.
Probably
You know,
spare.
maybe they're a little older. They've been working their way through. They have their own place, and maybe they're in their spare bedroom.
That's it. Could be. He just got who'd he get? Who'd he get smacked by?
I'm not sure. This is when the game always slows down a little here. We're at that top 20 teams now. We're
Right.
under 20. We're at 19.
See,
So, you know,
Pentagon is
everyone's going to get comfortable. Everyone's going to hold some things for a little bit and
Speaking
wait
of
until that
holding,
happens.
look, see Pentagon's still in the airport, the whatever
The
this thing
lower
is.
portion of the tower
Right.
building.
Auf Airport drauf oder hinter Airport sowas.
All right, we know there's a team back there, but they have to push in. Let's see the map. Hopefully, they'll ping up the map. They know there's people outside, but they're consistently focused on this.
Yeah, we'll see how it works out for them. So look, exactly where they're aiming, that's where Savvy Ultra's
Right,
team's
they
at. So
know
they have to
Savvy's
know
there.
that they're over there.
Savvy's there. Savvy's got two. He's got him and him. Who's that? Vortex in?
Yeah, no. I'm not too sure. It's a little too small on my screen. for me
Blade.
to
It's
see.
Blade. So we got Savvy and Blade. There was a loadout that dropped, but it looked like it dropped. Obviously, it's not here right in front of him. It looked like it dropped past the roof.
And here we go. We're going back to Team Recreant.
Не-не-не, стой, стой.
Oh, what sniper was that he was using? I didn't even get to get a good look at it.
Hold on, he's gonna switch in a second.
It's interesting to see that's the first sniper we've seen so far in this tournament.
I think people were so thrown off by the no Swiss, and they've been using it for so long and perfecting it, got it down to a science that they figured, you know what, we're gonna go with a powerful AR.
Very
But not-
interesting. I'm curious to see. Obviously, it's been working out for his team so far because they're still alive, under 20 teams to go. He's got 2 kills. I'm curious what his team has. Oh, he's using the ZRG.
What? That's the one that the fire rate is pretty quick on that one, correct?
Yeah, I'm
pop,
not too
pop,
sure. I've
pop,
never
pop.
used it, but I know you could fire shot after shot with it.
I think even in the description of that gun, if it's the gun I'm thinking about, even in the description of that gun, it says
All right,
if
so they
this
have
is
a live
one
thing. He's
shot.
lining up the shot.
Oh,
Oh, he just missed. Oh, he got him with the second
got
one,
him.
though, right in the face.
I don't know who
And
he
they
get.
confirm the kill.
Toothy. He got Toothy.
Oh, they
Oh.
see another team.
Open бегут.
Oh, they called the precision on him.
I'm not
He's
sure.
got to get
if-
inside.
Yeah. What is he? He knows
Okay,
he's
he'll
gonna
be
get
okay.
smacked.
He'll be
Oh.
okay. He knew they're pros. They know how much time they have. I would have
Um,
ran inside right away.
I wonder, Sean, if he ran this prior to tournament and like kind of dialed it in, or if he's just like, screw it, let's get into
You know,
it.
I'm curious too because that's a gun you saw a lot of people use to make YouTube videos with. So he might have used it for a little while and tried to get that video on YouTube. And we got a Pellington here out of FaZe Blue. Not
Gold
surprised
Pellington.
to see FaZe Blue with a sniper. You know, we know FaZe, they all got their start. Well, the clan as a whole got its start with the trick
The
shots.
trick shots. Yep.
So, you know, I'm not shocked to see a FaZe guy running a sniper here. It is a little different than the other snipers. We'll see how he adjusts to it.
I got to be honest. I think I'd be more partial to the SPR. I haven't put a lot of. From behind.
shot in
From
the back.
behind.
And is that the team we were just watching?
No. Prodigy EU. Prodigy EU.
Oh.
Если зайти.
And we're back to Team Recurrent.
Я думаю, где сыграть-то? В тоннель, что ли, и диспу закрывать?
They're in the same area here. We're in the 5th circle, so it's slowly, you know, closing down.
Nick Cool with the lead so far. Team Nick Cool, 7.5 points. Then we got, is that Jeff Leach? Jeff Leach?
I'm not sure. It's definitely going to change though, as you know,
Right,
the
as the
teams that
game
are
ends,
in it
obviously.
still.
But just interesting to see.
Ладно, садитесь.
Nick Cool, another one who had a real good showing out of the last tournament. I think he won one of the controllers for one of the kill prizes.
Oh, that was a nice snipe.
I
Got him
couldn't even
down.
believe he hit that snipe. That was
He-
amazing.
Yeah. Saw it last second. That was a Hail Mary shot, and he hit it.
Mm-hmm.
He hit it when he needed to, you know?
I love to see those swipe snipes, right? Because you
Yeah.
just swipe your gun in a direction and they just look, oh my.
Oh, wow.
Did
Who was on
Pentagon's
that
team move
tower?
up, or is that another team in the same place?
Remember Pentagon kept turning around and hitting the
The heartbeat.
center, and there was 2 or 3 people. They might have been up
That
in
might be the team in the tower.
Yeah, that might have
Oh.
been the team up in the tower.
And we have another team. So look, we know we have Savvy Ultra. He was on top of Airport. We have another team inside of Airport. And then we know we have 2 teams in that sniper tower area. One in the lower building, one in the upper building. So
Didn't-
we've accounted for 4 of our 7 teams. OP Mark doing what he does best, playing tactically out on the edge here.
Right. Out on the edge, in the middle, a little exposed, but he knows it's got to come in close, right?
And I'm
He also-
assuming he knows where his threats are if
Right.
he's sitting over here.
But remember, that team just got lasered from the left. Remember, the phase
But
blue
the
just got
tower's not
lasered.
in anymore, you see? The tower's
right.
been covered. So
But
he's
whoever
safe.
got phase blue was to the left, unless it was OP Mark's team who got him and then came over.
It might have been.
How many teams we got left? We have 6 teams left.
We're getting down to the grind here.
Oh, another Pellington, Sean.
Yes, sir. The snipers are coming out now in the end game.
Oh,
Get him
crack.
blue. And you hear him say they're in the best spot because they know it's going to come off Airport and they'll
Right.
hold the high ground right on the edge of the circle.
Cluster, you know, Cluster in this situation might have been the better play. Sometimes, you know, the precision is so accurate that if you don't hit it perfectly, it's tough. Whoop, does he see someone else?
Well, you know, a lot of people want to wait to get it down to use these, but the reason they used it there was because they said that
They wanted
that's
to
the
force them.
last spot of high ground in the
Right.
circle, and if we can push them off there,
Then
we'll
we got a
have the
better
best
chance.
position.
Right, exactly.
Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it worked to push them off there. They're still up there.
I'm shocked.
Oh, what
damn.
a shot.
Now he wishes he had it. Unless a teammate's got one. Unless it's... Oh, he's up.
That might be a different guy. That might have been them pushing for the res. That takes some confidence there, too, from that far away to pull out the OTS and try to hit a couple shots.
I think I would say secondary weapon. Oh. Almost everyone's using the OTS.
Yep. Here we go. Final 4.
They're fighting down low at the silos. These are huge kills.
So there's 4 teams left. They know where one team is, which means there's 2 teams unaccounted for.
Yeah, they're just right behind that.
Could they be behind them?
They could be virtually anywhere. You only know where one other team is.
I just got one.
Oh, that's it. That guy knew he was dead. Oh,
teams left.
wow.
So all the teams were in the same spot. He downed one.
Okay, you have a gas mask.
2 teams left. 5 guys left up. Looks like they're pushing. Here comes our final fight.
This is it.
He's one. Nice.
And there it is. Is that it?
Mark's
Yep, there it
OP.
is. Look at OP Mark doing what he does best, winning games of Warzone.
That's
There's a
what he
reason
does.
he's #1 on the leaderboard.
And also another guy who's festive. Got the Christmas tree in the
Yes,
background.
sir. Yes, sir.
6.0 KD. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Great win. How many kills did they end up with?
We're going to see here. It's going to load up the leaderboard shortly.
I'd
Team
say-
Cryptic had a good showing, though. Team
At a-
Cryptic came out and dropped 13 points. Team Drew,
150,
21.
150, 140, 150 latency. They were hitting shots at.
Yep, and that's on the EU host. The NA team came out on the EU host with 150 ping, and they ended up winning the game. If that just goes to show that anything could happen in Verdansk.
Anything could happen. This is the last dance. This is it.
So it looks like we're still waiting on a bunch of scores to load in. They'll be coming and the scoreboard will be updating as we go. For now, we're going to take it back for a little bit. Brendan, what'd you think of the first map? Did it play out like you thought it would? Did some different things happen? You know, how do you feel about it?
I felt, but it went super quick. I think it went super, super, super quick. It did. You know, obviously we were a little biased. We thought a Northeast team was, North American team was going to take the first game,
But they
and that
did.
happened. And that happened. Now, what I'm most excited about, though, to be perfectly honest, is that they took it on an EU server. So if they're taking games on an EU server, I think it's going to be tough for the EU teams to push them back when they're on the North American servers. If OP
Yep.
Marked keeps this going, their team is definitely going to stay in a top spot because the EU is just going to have a much harder time as the tournament goes on.
And, you know, I think that's what had to be your goal coming into this, right? Like, you know, if we could have one really good game on an EU host, or an EU team says if we could have one really good game on an NA host, and then we can go back to a host where we'll have better ping. And as they said in Finding Nemo, just keep swimming, baby. You know,
That's
weather the
it.
storm.
That's it.
You know, this puts them in a really good position now for the rest of the tournament moving forward. They went out with bad ping. They were able to get a win. They were able to play their game, and no one got them off of their gameplay. And I think it does set them up really well. We'll have to see how it works with the kills and the multipliers here when the scoreboard comes up. We don't know. Some team might have went off and had a ton of kills.
Right.
But
A lot could change. They might. Yeah, exactly. They're going to get the points. They're going to be in first.
they said
I
they
would
had
assume.
14, I think, as the game was ending. So they should be in first with the 2x multiplier, because that would put them just under 30 points. Right now, the first place team has 21 points as the scores are all starting to come in.
Right. So let's see. Let's see how this first one shaked out. What was your thoughts on this whole first match?
I thought it was really good. You know, we saw some aggressive play at points from certain players, and we saw some teams that stayed back a little more and, you know, tried to let things come to them.
Yep.
It was very interesting to see. You know, we saw FaZe Blue team, they played down a man, and it looked like they were playing a little slower, taking into account that they were down a man. But, you know, it's really hard to get a grasp on this, because next game, the circle is going to move in a completely different way. The rotations are going to be completely different. And it could be a complete opposite. There could be a team that, you know, got eliminated right off the rip that could come out and win the next map. So you never really know.
I really wonder if anybody's preset plans going into this has changed. You know, there's my wife. I wonder if anybody had a plan going into this, saying, "Hey, this is the plan. This is what we're going to run through." Had the first game, maybe didn't go their way, and are now saying, "All right, screw it. Plans out the window. Let's do X instead of Y."
Well, you know where you might see some of that? You might see some of that with some of these teams who, you know, they said, you know what, there's no Swiss, there's no car. We're still going to run a sniper. You know, it might not have worked out for them because they haven't been comfortable with these snipers. So now they might have to change up their game plan, and they might have to go with an EM2 Otis or some other sort of class, or change the sniper that they were using up, anything along those lines.
Yeah, they're probably were. You know what? I do think that's true, Sean. I think some teams probably pulled out a sniper that they weren't as comfortable with, missed a bunch of shots, and probably said, "You know what? I don't know if this is the play. Maybe the play is to just throw on a strong AR, get that EM2 cranking, hit some headshots, and get some kills." It'll be interesting to see what the next game holds. Yeah, let's see where it goes.
Definitely exciting. Definitely a lot to look forward to after the first map. You know, it's going to be a fun-packed day, the rest of the day of tournaments. It's just a great day overall when you see these Warzone tournaments going on. You could see some of your favorite players. You know, something I learned coming into this tournament, right? Because like we said, the last tournament we did was strictly NA. In this tournament, when we opened it up to the EU, we worked with King Esports on this one with the EU side of things.
Yep.
We learned that a lot of these guys on the EU side typically don't stream heavily on weekends. So that's something cool for people in the EU. You know, a day that you normally don't get to see some of these guys playing, you get an extra day of content out of them now.
This is 100% true. A lot of people taking off on the weekends probably leans more towards the European you know, more not laid back, but you know, obviously family's important. Time away from work's important. In the U.S., you know, North America, we're kind
Everyone's
of
on the grind.
we're on the grind 24/7. You know, it just doesn't stop. You know, you get the email on Friday at 5:45. You know, hey, I'm emailing you, and you got to answer it. You know, and that's kind of where we're at. You know, a lot of the North American people playing on the weekends. A lot of
Yep.
North Americans do the sub games. You know, you know, they have their community games on Sundays, and that's what a lot of the streamers do. So even on the North American side, right? Sunday tournament, some good content. Obviously, people on Sunday, it's getting cold. At least I'm in the Northeast, right? It's getting cold. You're not going out as much. It gets dark at around 4 o'clock by me. Sit around, watch some gameplay, right? What kind of a better night is that?
100%. And I just want to go ahead and point out, you know, we were talking earlier when Pentagon and his team was in airport in the lower portion of the tower.
Yep.
We were talking about the whole ping thing being a mind game. And Oakley Boy just actually wrote in the Discord, ping is a mental game. And couldn't agree anymore. We just had a 15-minute conversation about it before.
We just saw it. We literally just witnessed it. It's 100% witnessed, and he's 100% true. I think, you know, that I'm sure there's minor adjustments to make with a delayed ping, maybe play it back a little further or something like that. But, you know, realistically, at the end of the day, the game's the game, right? You got to hit shots. You got to get in there. You got to get into some action. You got to adjust. And you almost have to forget about what's going on and just focus on that person or people in front of you.
And I know the scorekeeping, we're still working on it. We're trying to get the leaderboard updated as quickly as possible. I keep glancing over at it to see if we can get any updates. I'm just fiending for it. I want to know what everybody had, who did what, and I want to go after it. But Tony just came into the chat over here and he commented that Team Xset Russ had 24 kills
The team.
as a team.
That's strong, right? What was the next highest up?
Well, the winning team said they had 14.
So, okay. So that's big. So
That puts them right up there with them after
Right.
the multiplier for 14.
Even without a win, even without even maybe did they get top 5 placement? Do we know what they got?
I'm not sure. We're waiting on the updates to come through. It's a lot of data entry, a lot of staying on top of it and double and triple checking. There we see the scoreboard. It looks a little cut off for me. I can't see the first 2 teams on it. But it said that Savvy Ultra was in third, I saw. Here we go.
Okay.
Xset Russ is in first place with 36. Then we have Pentagon, 43.7 in second. Savvy Ultra in third with 30.6 points. OP Marked with the win in fourth place, 28 points. So there
Wow.
are 3 teams out there that had kills and with the multiplier that finished better than the team that won the game. So this just goes to show that the way these tournaments go, getting a win is great and all, but if you can't get your kills up, the win is only going to help you so much. Now, I'm not taking anything away from what Mark and his team did because they had a great game. They got the win and they're in fourth place. They're in a position to compete throughout the rest of the tournament.
Right. 100%
However,
they're in it.
Xset Russ came out here and they showed out this game, and right now they're on top of the leaderboard because of it.
So that may, you know, even I think some of the players might be looking at that leaderboard right now, might be saying, "Hey, maybe we again, right? Maybe the plan from the get-go might have to be changed up a little bit. Look at what these guys did. Let's try to emulate. Let's try to just get a bunch of kills this next game. We know getting a win, it might be very difficult."
100%.
All right, is this going to auto? What's it called?
That'll auto update as it goes, I believe. I'm looking at it now.
I thought it maybe like go all, you know, like organize it.
Yeah, I have it up on my other monitor here. I have to refresh the page. It doesn't auto refresh the page for me. But based on what I'm looking at, I think I'm looking at the most updated one as well as the one on our screen being the most updated one. And, you know, there's a lot to talk about here. A lot of teams, you know, I'm assuming we might still be entering scores potentially. I'm not so sure exactly where we're at. However, there's a lot of teams with, you know, goose eggs up on the board here that, you know, they want to try to improve on. Some of these teams in the, you know, 15 to 26 range, they need to come out here and have a good game. They don't want this to slip away from them early before it's too late.
And that puts pressure. Now, pressure. That pressure is going to make two things happen, right? I feel like pressure is either going to push people to get better. Pressure is going to make people make some bad choices. We're going to see what's going to happen. I think it's going to be interesting to see where that, these kind of top teams are falling and how they're going to play it for the rest of the tournament.
Now, I do think it's early still, right? I don't think it's panic time yet for any team. Nobody needs to panic the second game of the tournament, obviously. However, once we hit that host switch, right, and it switches back to NA, these EU teams, if you're an EU team and you're at the bottom, after this game, you need a strong last game on your EU host before it switches to NA because it's only going to get that much harder. So as I say, it's not a time for teams to panic. In some cases, it might be, we need to do something here because if it switches to the NA host, it's going to be harder for us to come back into this tournament.
There's no right answer right now. Game 1 of 6 games down. Definitely no right answer right now. We're going to see how it all plays out. So we got C Pentagon. That's a European team, correct?
Yes, sir. The first team is American, except Russ. The second two teams, Pentagon and Savvy, are European. And then Marked is North America. I'm not sure about Drew. And then we have Rasta in 6th. Nerves, Cryptics EU. I don't know how to pronounce that one, and I don't want to piss anybody off by saying their name wrong.
CM.
He was EU. We spectated him for a little bit.
Yep. I remember. All right, and you know what's great too? I like seeing this. Savvy Ultra, aim controller partner. Rasta La Vista, aim controller partner. Nerves, aim controller partner. Cryptic. Obviously, we only signed the best. And it's really showing here, It's really showing here.
I think that XSET is a first-class organization, and I think they're good. However, somebody's got to knock XSET Russ off because he's a scuff player, I believe.
We do love Russ.
We got to come out here and we got to represent for AIM, and somebody's got to come out here and show off the AIM controller love.
You know what? Rasta right now in a good spot. Savvy in a great spot. I think honestly, Rasta might be in the better spot. Nerves might be in the better spot only because if they can keep in that top 6, top 8, and then switch over to the North America side and have some solid games there, they might be in a really, really solid spot.
100%, 110%. It's very interesting to see. It's just tough. I don't know.
Well, we got a bunch more games going. Let's see how that's going. How close we are. Oh, we're getting back. What I love most about Twitch is the 40-minute ads. The whole entire hour and a half long movies that they film prior to watching gameplay. It's truly unbelievable.
Oh, it really is.
I get it. If you sub to the channel, you don't have to watch a Steven Spielberg short. But here we go. Galaxy watches. Not one of those has ever been sold in the U.S. What is? Oh, I didn't realize this was a pregame lobby. I'm like, this dude's lasering this dude in the face. Why is it not registering?
Oh, my house is so hot right now. It's 1,000 degrees. I need to blast this air conditioner.
Go ahead. Go get it.
Oh, yeah, I do it right from my phone. I'm lazy. Lazy North American.
I wouldn't say lazy. I would say, you are embracing technology.
I'd like to think of it the same way, too. Some people think of it as lazy, though. All right, so here we go. We're going to see right away.
This circle is almost identical. Identical to the last circle. And look, we got people going back to airport because they know that last circle was like right there. Maybe we just cruise over here, get a couple kills, hold it out to the end.
I'm curious to see if teams are going to go for the same drops, right? I don't know where Pentagon went last time because we picked them up a little late. However, we know OP Marked went way up into Summit. We know, like, Savvy Ultra's team went Storage. So I'm curious to see, as teams rotate, if they're running into the same teams because they went to the same places.
I wonder. It's going to be, we will see. We'll switch around to some teams in a minute. We'll see where everyone's kind of going, where everyone's landing, and that'll give us a good idea of maybe will this game go similar to old game, to the first game.
100%. I'm excited to see.
See, Pentagon,
Kann mir keiner sagen, dass die
European player, but Pentagon, obviously, a famous building in the United States. Wonder where he got the name from. Also, he's got the TV in the background. Look at him go.
With the custom logo on it. It looks
I
awesome.
like it.
I love when people do stuff like that with TVs. And now let me ask you a question. I might sound like a total moron here. Don't judge. Is a pentagon a shape as well?
Oh, man, this is showing the... oh, wow, FaZe Blue on top of C Pentagon.
And they got a full team this game.
Yep,
whole
they got
team
a
is
full
here.
team. This could be interesting. The C Pentagon's already inside with guns, though, and FaZe Blue, base pistol. What is
And
that,
look,
the
they're jumping
4.4?
down right where Pentagon and his team went, almost following their exact moves with
I'm
pistols.
kind of cringing. I don't... Oh,
Oh,
red
they
door.
found the door. Look at
Red
that.
door. A pentagon is a shape. Let me Google this. Hold on, because I'm an idiot.
Patterson texted me and said, yes, it is a shape.
We were just shamed by Pat. Oh!
Oh, waiting for him. Waiting right there for them to come out the door. And
North America, Degrazi, which was
look at
also...
this. They were there. They were there and ready.
He was just sitting there looking
They-
at it, bro. Like, even before it popped.
So they're just sitting on the red doors.
How did they know?
Well, the door's normally locked. So if you run by it and you see the doors open, that means somebody's coming there. It used to make a noise.
there
There
you
used
go.
to be a noise. Remember, there was like a noise if somebody was coming there that you could hear. So I don't
Savvy.
know. Savvy super this time, so he changed it up.
He changed it up, but he knew that he's going to have to stay tight in that ring. He likes landing inside circle.
Now let's see. I'm curious to see if he rotates towards storage because they had success there last game.
They did have success, but that's because they went through the red door, correct? That was kind of more
I don't
of a
know. Did we
random-
watch them go through a red door
Maybe
last
they
game?
didn't. Yeah, maybe I'm confused. Oh,
Okay, he sees a guy. He's mounted up.
mounted. Oh, that guy.
And that's a perfect time to beam.
Yep.
The guy put some nice moves on in the air to get away with only
Guy-
his armor being broken.
Whoever, or girl, whoever he was shooting, got lucky that tree was there. I feel like that obscured a little bit of view, maybe absorbed some shots.
Made it a little more difficult on him.
Yeah, he definitely took some damage. Are they going to push it? It looks like maybe they're pushing this. That's a big push because you know that person now knows where you are. They're fully healed, and they might have reconnected with the rest of their team.
It's also a tough push because it's like a guy in a bar when he's a
Oh.
one and there's all tens in the bar. You know, you don't know where they went when they jumped off that building. They could be anywhere. You're shooting your shot. You don't know what's going to land.
Maybe you just got to shoot a lot of shots. That's it. That's the answer. Keep your options open. We obviously have a team. Oh, what is that move?
Guy came out of left field.
We saw someone land on the roof. Why he didn't check the ground beforehand, I'm not sure.
Was that the same player, though? Or was that somebody else?
Well, Savvy seems to think it was, because if I were Savvy and I did not think it was the same player, I'd be pretty nervous because my back is up. See, someone's shooting. Your back is fully exposed.
And you know what amazes me about all these guys here? They stay so calm. When I'm in these situations, I'm yelling, I'm screaming, there's this, there's that, there's this. They're so calm, getting their comms across, getting their message across clearly.
That's
and,
why
you know,
that's why these guys have 3, 4, 5, 6 KD. I feel like when you get into that firefight, that's when it matters most to stay calm, think about it clearly, and get the job done. Not panic. When you panic, it's all going to go to shit.
Yep. And here we go, back on board with Xset Russ, our leaders right now. They fried last game. Xset Russ doesn't have a kill yet, but they're in position to pick some up as the team's falling.
Yeah, but wow. Guy on the roof.
Who was it?
Oh, no. Watch a little gulag action, huh? I don't think we've watched a full gulag in this.
We haven't seen a gulag fight yet, and the gulag is very interesting.
Russ is stressed. He's hitting either the nicotine or marijuana pen. Nobody knows.
And we're back with Team Recurrent.
Хорошо, я заберу потом.
They have loadout, it looks like. They have a good amount of money. They have a ton of money.
They've
They
got a
have
ton of money.
loadout.
Я пошел закупаться.
They got
They're in a good
UAVs.
position here. Get UAVs. Do what you got to do. You can find where
Нет,
people
один-
are.
один на
Is
And-
that Bruce Willis in that ad? Did you see that ad? I think that was Bruce
I did
Willis.
not see that ad. No. You know what I'm
Positive
thinking? That
Bruce Willis.
might be a ground loot AK. There is a gold AK ground loot. It might not have loadout yet.
На магазе, может,
Oh,
там-
oh, oh, someone just jumped out.
He's gonna go for the buy. He's just waiting it. He's gonna
Yep.
hold the buy and wait for him.
Did he see him? Knows he's up
Did he
there,
get
though?
back in the Bertha? The Bertha looped around. Did he see him and go back in?
I don't think he did, but it was a dark colored skin, so I don't know. It might be tough. That was a dark colored Bertha.
Обратно, конечно.
Well, they're
What
gonna make their
language?
play here.
Не надо.
They got loadout, so I'm thinking that was a ground loot AK. Get UAVs, get loadout, and get in a position to just fry and go to work.
He did jump back. That was impressive movement. Oh, this guy's Russian, I think.
А, у меня есть себе.
That's a Cyrillic alphabet, so this has got to be like Russian or somewhere around there.
Ну, рыба не
He's in the
светится.
Baltics.
No idea where anywhere you just mentioned is on a map.
Бежали.
I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm making half that up. So if someone can call me out on it, please don't. Yeah, that's definitely Cyrillic alphabet. Oh, Team Louis CM.
Pretty much drop money on your loot, okay?
British guy.
Lucium?
sounds like.
Lucium? I don't know how to pronounce it. I apologize. This is the name I was trying to figure out before.
I do apologize for any name I'm saying incorrectly.
We don't
but
have
just
a sheet in front of us with everyone's name phonetically spelled out for us, unfortunately.
also no. Oh, yeah, here we go. Twitch.
The old Galaxy Blades.
Yeah, I'm gonna spin it. Come.
Galaxy big in Europe, not in the U.S.
That's because everyone has iPhones here.
It's iPhone dominated. If you text with a green bubble, you know you're getting some shit for that. 100%.
100%. You can't even be in a group chat with them because you can't fix it or kick people out or edit it.
They ruined the whole group chat.
They just picked up a kill on somebody that was trying to cross here.
Yep.
I wonder
the
if
money.
there's more because I didn't see a team wipe pop. Looks like there's guys behind him.
Flew in fast. That guy he knew.
Full-fledged flew in.
But he knew where he was going, and he knew it had to happen. So that guy must have some loadout or know that there's a gun there.
We can just pinch him then. I'll push on this side. They can't come out this side.
This is crossed. I haven't seen him. He's on my beat. He's on my beat. He's on my beat. 14 meters. I think he's.
Got him on
he's top of the
heartbeat.
ladder,
Is he
top of the ladder.
on the roof?
He is on the roof.
Oh, he is on the roof. We do have a Semtex. He could hit that Semtex.
That Semtex is a hard toss.
Yeah, but he could hit it.
He ran.
Oh.
They called him out. He ran away.
Yep, there it is.
And they got him. They got him. He can only run so far.
Let's go and buy. Do you wanna go and buy you?
Especially from that EM2, that thing will hit from a mile away.
And it'll do
Do you wanna go
crazy
back to
damage.
TP then?
They're
And you
trying to
hear them
figure it
talking
out.
now. They want to figure out if they want to push
Yep.
towards downtown or if they want to push up towards TV. They keep checking the map. They keep repositioning to figure out where they want to go. And they decided they're going to hit the Lodi and then they're going to make their push.
Smart move, smart move. You want to be comfortable with the guns you have. You want to be comfortable in a gunfight. I think that leads to what we were saying before, right? Having that ability to stay calm in a gunfight, when you know your equipment, I think that makes it that much easier.
Yep, and we've seen a lot of teams ghosting up on the first loadout. So that load when they buy it, they ghost, and then when that loadout drops, that gives them a chance to get their second gun.
Right.
Do you wanna pay for them again or not?
Let's go to that buy station.
Let's see, how much money do they have? They have a lot of money. They've got,
They're sitting on stacks.
yeah, they've got 20, almost, just under 30 grand.
Where's the mathematicians when we need them for the quick math? All right,
Oh,
we're
wow,
jumping
he's
over
right
to Team
here.
Drew. Drew FIFA killing Jukies.
We got a mouse keyboard player. They're going to be excellent from that medium to long range.
And I love seeing the mouse and keyboard players because I like how most of them show you their hand movement on the thing. Just looking at it blows my mind because I know I don't have the coordination to do it.
A lot of people playing on 400, 450 DPI. Some people question it, but, you know, it gives you that accuracy. It gives you that tightness. Sean, can you play mouse and keyboard Warzone? Like, if you had
I've
to, your
done it a
controller
couple of
broke.
times. I have to play significantly slower than I usually play.
Yeah.
And it's a different type of game style that I have to play. I can do it, but I will definitely not drop more than 7 kills.
Yeah, I got to agree. I can do it too. It just changes up. I'm sure if we, you know, you did it for like a month straight, you know, you get used to it. But
100%. It also depends who I play with too. You know, if I play with some really good players and
fell
they
off.
kind of carry me through it, then I might be more successful. But if I'm playing with some players who aren't as strong of players and I'm running mouse and keyboard, it's going to be a tough day for all of us.
100%. Especially tough if you get in those tight fights. That's it. Checking out the area. That guy who jumped down, Jukesy jumped down.
I think I saw, yeah, people there.
Keep an overwatch here, Drew. But oh, he's running ammo. I said I was gonna say is. All right, we got
What's
Queen.
the
Is
top of
that
me?
no? That's not Queen
What's on the
Eliminator.
roof?
This is
On the roof has a peak.
Oh god,
It's on top of my
I'm still in the building.
house.
Imagilica.
What's the top of my
Wait, no.
house?
Sponsored by G Fuel. Got the bubble tea
wait 20 seconds.
little thing in the back with a dog. It looks like a pretty interesting blanket type thing.
Yeah, I know that I heard one on my roof. I don't know where
Yeah,
it's
there's one on
gone.
the roof.
Can't see him now.
Did that guy in the bridge jump off or nah?
Did I lose you, Sean?
I didn't see
No, I'm here. I'm sorry. I just every once in a while, periodically, I check the Discord.
Kinda
You know, I
heavy.
like to make
Right,
sure
right,
everything's
right.
moving the right way. We're
Forward,
shaking and
second towards
baking,
you.
you know?
All right, good. How's it looking?
It's looking good. Everyone seems to be having a good time. There's some good chatter going in the general chat between rounds and stuff. And everything seems to be moving well.
Are we shot in the cross? Are we shot in the cross?
Oh, we got some action here.
We
got
do.
some
We got a
action here.
helicopter pulling up. We have one player downed. We know there's another team here, even though they got a kill and a team wipe.
He's still alive though, so this other team is either baiting or they're just not confident to push it because they're not sure what's going to happen.
The helicopter could 100% be scouting as well.
Okay.
Mine kind of got all scrambled. Okay,
Yep.
now
All right,
we're
on here with Andy Red. We're going to top train here. One of your favorite lands.
I love Train. Train's always got a ton of loot. It's got good space where you can move around but still have some cover. I love Train Station.
And look at this, an EU team out here repping a New York sports team.
I like it. The Yankees, correct? I'm not a sports
Yep.
guy. With the red hat.
Yes,
I
sir. It
mean,
looks very nice.
obviously.
It matches his whole room setup.
Right, obviously.
And
It had
they're
to be
look,
with
they're
that.
going to do a recon. The recon plays
This
is
is bold.
so underrated.
This is bold too because they're in
It's in
between
the
the two
open.
rooftops, right? But completed, done. Now they know.
And you saw the mini map pop up there. That's
Yep.
the second or third recon they've done. Now they know how they can rotate and where they want to go to get into a position to be successful.
Snides, this is a team that had a plan and they're sticking to their plan. They're not
100%.
deviating. They're going with the to see where circle is to get the win.
110%. And you know, the recon strategy, if you can pull it off and you don't have a team roll up on you, oh, they see they got a guy here on the left.
Yep,
But that
yep.
recon strategy is so good because rotations are so important.
We were
And
just
if
about
you
to have
can-
a fight.
It looks like we might be about to have another one. There's a ton of dead bodies here. Somebody's regaining, picking up guns, making sure he gets his loot.
Yep. He's got somebody on him, but it's yellow, but it was orange a second ago. We're going back to
Switching
Andy
back
Red.
to Andy Red. Looks like they're still trying to locate these players rotating here in the air in the boneyard.
Got him.
He's found
The-
one. That,
question-
he needed the EM2 there. He had the OTS. He needed the EM2. His teammates were able to clean it up though.
He needed that stopping power. He hit him for a couple. That the OTS is great up close in front, but you know that distance, it really takes the damage out of it.
100%. And you know, it's really cool to see too, you know, with no dead silence allowed, no stopping power around. You see a lot of people. We haven't seen many vehicle plays now, not a lot of trophy systems. Everyone seems to be carrying ammo boxes.
It's a big, you know, that EM2, those ARs, they, you know, you're hitting longer shots. They might have anticipated for the ping maybe, but they know everyone's a solid player. You're not going to be able to get up and just freaking just smoke these guys like some of these the lobbies that they get in.
You're going to need the
They're
extra
playing
ammo.
against like us, right? They're going to need that extra ammo. They're going to need to take some extra shots, and it's just going to be absolutely crucial to have that ammo box.
100%. So we're down to that 25-24 now team marker. You know, this is where the game slows down a little bit for people. People want to try to start to get comfortable. Going into that fourth and fifth circle, you want to find a spot that you could sit in, feel comfortable, and rain down shots on rotating teams.
That first tournament we ran, MG82 played a big role because we did, we had, I forgot the exact rules that we ran. Exit Rust hitting the pen again, hitting it again, getting his nicotine fix, getting focused. But the MG82 last tournament played a big role. It still bangs, but it's a tough gun to use.
It is a little tough. They made it harder to use it at range now. It's not the laser beam it once was at range. You see XI Rust dropping a gun there for a teammate. He's just going to run with the PPSH for now. This guy has all the confidence in the world. I love to see it.
Unbelievable. The PPSH, great gun, 71 rounds. I mean, you could really put some fire down. You could take on multiple people at once. There's no, like, I think the biggest limiting factor for the OTS is that 40-round clip. Especially if you're like me and you just got to spray and pray, right? You drop half the clip just to drop one person. You get another 1 or 2 people coming after you. No time to reload. You're in a tough situation. The 71-round clip, it can give you some comfortability.
100%, 110%. That's one of the SMGs with one of the smaller clips. Everyone still loves to use it because of the damage in TTK. But you have to know where you're at as a player, and if you're gonna miss some of those shots, maybe it's not the best gun for you to use.
Go on the ground, go on the ground, go on the ground.
Does Cryptic have one of the best hairlines in the game right now?
I mean, he's a handsome man.
Look at it. Look at that dark hair. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I wish I had hair like that.
We got the aim controller logo. Again, an aim controller. He's a controller player.
He was the winner in the last tournament. He was on the winning team. As we said before, he played with Yanuzi, which was the winning team in the last tournament. This tournament, he's got his own spot. He split up onto his own. He left the boys to try to prove he could do it without them.
Yanuzi taking on Queen Eliminator, or playing with Queen Eliminator.
Yeah.
I forget who
He brought CSG back. It was him, CSG, and Cryptic last time.
Queen Eliminator, but Queen Eliminator, she's got the name for a reason. She is extremely solid. She's taken down full squads before, so playing A-port. Everyone's going back to the airport. Look, it's
the same circle.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
You know what we haven't seen this game? We haven't seen much action on the military base side of the map, which we saw a lot of last game. Teams rotating to this area from mill base, which we haven't seen much. Everyone seemed to stay on this side of the map a little more.
We got 2. We got, oh no, bounce down.
Yeah, we did have a threat on 2, though, so he knows that somebody's kind of close to him. He's coming back. He's trying to find some guns here, trying to figure out how he can get in his little rhythm, while his teammates are kind of scouting out the area and trying to get some extra loot to maybe get him a loadout.
See how this plays out.
See, look, they said they're going to get the scav. The scav would be huge. That'll give them a ton of money, give somebody a satchel on the team.
They're only working with a little over $4 grand right now, so
they're going to have to do a lot of work to get their loadout guns and get what they need.
OTS better than any shotgun in the game, so good pickup there. Oh, the 20-round mag, though, makes it very difficult. But if anybody can... Oh, there we go.
Got a little LC-10 action. I think this is one of the more underrated ground loot guns in the game, that LC-10.
I always like the LC-10. I think it can be a little underpowered, if you're just strictly hitting body shots, but it is a solid all-around gun. Shoots straight, not a ton of recoil, easy to control.
The gun doesn't move at all. Like you said, the damage is a little bit of a limiting factor. Throwing it back 3 seasons now, picking up the AUG.
The AUG always been that when the AUG first landed, if you could hit some straight shots with it, if you hit a headshot with that burst, forget it. It was
the damage is amazing.
Yeah, it would just take people down. Motherfucker said something, he said. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Love to see it. Love that type of energy out of him.
Cryptic, unbelievable movement.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm down to yeah.
The movement was part of the reason he was able to bait those kills where they gave him the accusations that came out to prove that he wasn't hacking.
It's all about moving. You break that angle. You break that camera angle. You get behind him. You get to the side of him. You're out of that field of view. It's tough for that person to recover. They don't know to go left, right. You get an extra shot on him, and that's it. We are at Pelli 981. Definitely Italian.
It looks like they're really comfortable here in this parking garage right by airport. There's a ton of loot on the ground in front of them. It's almost
Trying
like
to-
they just recently killed these people and they might be expecting them to come back.
Right, baiting it out. Exactly. They're sitting, waiting. They know no one's behind them. Either he's got his back covered by a teammate or he just knows no one's there.
Now, here becomes the question, though. Does this put them at a disadvantage as the circle starts to move when they have to rotate in knowing that there's some teams that are going to be set up?
Winner of the first match, OP
Yep.
marked.
And look exactly where he's headed towards. There's a loadout right there between them, but he's headed back towards that area that they won from last time. They want that position on the bridge again.
They know that's the position to play, but now the problem is everyone else knows that's the position to play. It looks like maybe some people are already up, kind of not in that exact position, but
in
they're
that
up there.
general area, shots raining down on them.
Yep, uses the truck though. Smart move. Uses the truck to kind of block off, any shots coming in.
Puts down a ton of claymores too. Make sure
Yep,
he gets
smart.
set up and somebody's watching their back, whether it's the claymores or a person.
Right. Someone comes in too, gets popped by a claymore, at least takes a plate or more off.
Yep, and they're raining shots on this Bertha, trying to get it disabled.
Yeah, they're trying to just get it disabled, trying to get it to stop. Oh,
Oh, he got
down.
it down on the back of the Bertha.
He's trying to blow it up, maybe?
Oh, another team on the hill raining down shots on him.
He's got restock. Sean, this might be a question more for you. Restock, you put down 2 claymores. How many more could you put down before the original claymores disappear?
As many as you want.
You could just fill a room with 200 claymores.
Yep.
That's going to be my new Warzone strategy for wins. I'm just going to sit in a room, load it up, restock, just claymores around everywhere.
It's not a bad play. We're back here with Team Drew. This might be one of the teams that was shooting at Marked. It looks like there's 2 teams in this general area, and Mark's team is off to the right. So, you know, this could be one of the 2 teams that was shooting at him.
They're trolling it underneath the bridge. They're doing a little troll action, but the easy access to the top of the bridge, the winning position of the first game.
And they got here, and they're getting set up. They know this is a position that teams are going to want to get to because the winning team got here last game, and they're just going to try to stay up here and secure this position.
They got to watch out, though. Very light on ammo. I don't know about the rest of the teammates, but
there is a buy right by them though, and they have $4,700, so they could go and get an. There's the ammo box.
There it is.
We can take top of the bridge and just lay down.
And see, there he said it. We could take top of the bridge and just lay down. They knew this bridge was going to be a heavily sought after position, and they're going to make sure that they try their best to secure it.
I wonder what the chances are that this is
look,
almost
this is the team they were fighting with too.
Yep.
They're fighting OP Marked. They might have a team on their right. It's very possible there's another team over here with OP Marked. But everyone seems to be closing in on that bridge position.
I got pretty awful.
The Twitch quality right there is not the best.
I think we were at 1 frames per second.
So they know they have the teams over there. They're still trying to hold this bridge position, and they have a cluster coming in on them.
He's got to get in.
So a little fun fact for you COD players, if you didn't know, the cluster originates from where it was called from, and it drops on you, which means that there's a team close to them and another team far from them putting clusters on them.
All you.
What does that mean?
So wherever you see the first, like where the circle's coming from, is where the team called it in.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah,
so the first set of clusters came and just dropped right down. They didn't move much, which means there's a team right by them.
There's a team right on them. They might be playing gas for a little bit, working their way on top of the bridge.
And there's the team wipe from FIFA kill, and they're already marking the next team. We got 5 teams left here. Now it's going to get a little hectic.
He doesn't have a gas mask, though.
He doesn't have a gas mask, and he has no plates. He has no plates in his reserve. But he just shit on a guy. He shit on Lady Geek coming out of the sky.
He's got no money either. Can't buy a gas mask. Can't buy
anything. He's in what some would call a power position. They do have the bridge locked down. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the stuff he needs for the position. But his teammates out here downing people left and right.
Amped he's ghosted. That Amped is a solid play. After they put that 30-round mag on it, I mean, that Amped is a viable option for the Ghost class if you don't want to buy, if you can't buy that first loadout.
Oh, that guy is raining. That person's raining shots up. That's a tough position to be in. You have low ground. They have head glitches up there and just rain shots up on them.
That's it. He's got to back off. Now, Sean, here's my question to you. EM2 comes with that stock slow. Oh, he tapped it too early. That stock sight. Do you leave that stock on?
No,
Or
you
stock
take that
sight?
you take that sight off every time.
Because then you have 6 attachments, though.
Yeah,
If
but
you
this
think about it.
3x sight is just too powerful.
3x sight is solid. Plus that ADS on the. This is almost the same first game. This is literally.
Yep. The only difference is they were behind the thing. They've held off a little longer here because you see the circles moving back to the right
Guys
now.
to his
Last
right,
time
he-
we didn't get to this.
He missed the guy to the right. Nope, left.
But we're right here. There's a guy. Look, we have 1 in there, 2 in there, maybe.
Combat scout coming in handy here.
It is.
Not a
It's,
perk
you know,
I
give you some
use.
pings, let people know where you're at. I think there's definitely stronger perks to use, but it is helpful. And there's that guy that you saw sneaking up on him before, just rolled right up on their back.
He had to do it. He knew there were 2. He knew that they couldn't hold it forever. He took that EM2 to him.
Down the bridge. One is bottom.
Is FIFA's still alive?
Yep, and he's still getting kills here.
Nothing is phasing him. He's got to stay focused.
There's 2 players left alive. We have a 1-on-1 here to end the game.
This is FIFA's got no plates. He has money, but there's no buys left.
And FIFA has no clue where this last player's at.
But he has the high ground. All he's got to do is get lucky.
And it's gonna stay in. The bridge will stay in here.
38 bullets though on the EM2.
Will he try to jump down and make a play, or will he hold strong on the bridge?
Hold
He sees him.
Yeah,
He sees him.
Oh!
Oh, just too much time to get away from it.
Yeah, good play. FIFA playing on mouse and keyboard, or are we just seeing this from...
No, we're watching from Drew's
Got it.
perspective. FIFA has him, and they win the round.
Who did he get?
I didn't get to see it.
Bro, I didn't have any
That was
plates
big
on
by
one.
FIFA, though. They had 1 teammate down. Juki's was eliminated, and it was him and Drew, and they held strong with that bridge. And FIFA was able to come out and reign supreme on it. The bridge wins 2 games in a row.
This bridge, it might be the most important thing in Warzone right now. Like for these games, it's just it's been the center point of every end circle.
He was inside, but I didn't see him come out. Like he came.
And they
out,
had a nice
took the
game
heavy
there.
at the beginning,
They
at the
had
start of the bridge,
22
so
kills, I believe, in the first place. So that multiplier will put them over 40
I was
kills.
bailing though, bro.
That's gonna bump them up. Where were they in the standing? Oh, we lost the leaderboard. They're updating it now. My camera's still glitchy. Refuses to not unglitch.
We need to get you a better camera. Who is the leader of that team? Is it Team Drew or is it Team FIFA? They were in 6th place with
I think it was
21
Drew.
points.
I
So
think it
that'll
was Drew.
definitely help them out. Definitely would help them out there.
That might, depending on what the other teams did, that could have catapulted them. Oh my god, I'm dying. Into first.
100%. We'll see how it turns out. You know, maybe there was a team out there that just had a crazy amount of kills and, you know, kind of did what Xset Russ's team did in the first round. But we'll have to see how it all shapes up as the leaderboard updates. But 2 great games out of the gate. A lot to look forward to here early. A lot of memorable moments already. Some really good gunfights, some really good team battles, and we're getting to see a lot of good communication and coordination between these teams.
100%. You know, teams are definitely seeing where they're sitting and I think formulating in between where their next play should be.
100%.
All right, guys, we are 2 games in on the 3 games for EU. We got 1 game left for EU. Now, this is a reminder: we're only taking the top 2 scores from each match. We may be taking a break for a minute or 2. Let's see.
Oh, and Brendan, we got some confirmation on the restock thing here. My guy Nails TV came in here and he said you can only put 2 claymores down. If you drop a 3rd one down, 1 does disappear.
So my whole plan to fill a room with claymores would not
not work. No, it would not.
Gonna work. Unbelievable. All
Thank you
right.
for the
Well,
clarification there, Nails. I'm sorry if it took me a little bit to see it. I'm trying to watch the stream going on from the bigger screen in Discord, not in OBS. So I do try to catch up here and there as I see things in the chat, but we'll get there.
I think we're going to take a break right now, and we'll be back.
All right, and here we are loading into the next game. Brendan, real quick before we really get started and dive into this game while they're flying, there's some things I like to do. I call it housekeeping. Just some little things that I like to get out of the way. First off, I want to get out here and I want to thank King Esports. They're doing a great job with everything they're doing.
Unbelievable.
The streaming side, the scorekeeping side, them and the guys from Team Delinquents working really well together to make sure they're getting everything done.
100%. I want to thank you guys too. I mean, we're the ones who are, throwing the money up. We kind of let you guys run with everything else. Obviously, this isn't our expertise, but unbelievable work from both sides. We appreciate. We had to have two people, two esports orgs, because we're doing North America versus EU. We had to have someone on the EU side host and everything. So yeah, unbelievable job. And we're getting right into it here.
Oh yeah, we got some battles going on. It looks like we're in farmland now. First time we're seeing some action in farmland in this tournament. This will be interesting. There's a lot of different buildings over here. There could be a lot of teams in different buildings. You could be running one way thinking you're clear and a guy comes shooting at you out of a window.
Feeling bad for Kurt. I thought he was going to have to get into a firefight with just the pistol. Looks like he was able to get away, hopefully get a gun, but this has been the terrible house. Nothing in there.
You hate to see it when you get a house like that with nothing in it, nothing that can help you. It's tough.
Oh my God, back to back. Nothing in these houses. Now he's circling back. Oh, different team. We got
jumping to Team Gian. He got an LC-10. We just spoke highly about this gun last map. It was a gold one. This is a purple one. But it's definitely one of the better ground loot guns out there right now as far as submachine guns go.
55 round mag. You got plenty of ammo to put some shots down put some shots down range.
Take on multiple people.
And we got
and it looks like they're going for a scav.
Unbelievable. The controller he's using, beautiful. An aim controller. Who would have thought?
And we're back with Savvy here. All right. Savvy's in his comfort zone. You notice the first game they were in storage. Last game they landed in super. They already have their loadout, which makes me think they went super and they followed the same rotation again.
Savvy too with the discipline. Did you see that, Sean?
He waited till the guy. Yep, till the guy went for the loadout.
Till the guy went for the loadout. I would have shot immediately. Said, "Oh my God, look, a person!" Screwed the whole thing up.
Wait for him to get there, start going in the loadout. He can't move while he's getting his loadout, and that's when you just rain down bullets on him.
And that guy had no shot in hell. I don't know who that was. That was... I missed it. But no shot in hell. This amped, again, coming in to play. The amped.
Yeah, this gun has been huge in this tournament so far. What we were talking about last game coming into play again. This is the third game in a row now. A lot of teams getting ghost with their first loadout and making use of that amp until they can find a second gun off the ground.
100%. Let me check something out here. Italian just sounds good. I have no clue what's going on, but it just sounds
wish I could speak Italian. All right, we're back with Exet Russ.
All right, I just put on my I forgot to turn on the chat from the aim controller side. So now I'm seeing it now. What's up, everybody? I don't know how long ago someone wrote hello, but what's up?
Now we can catch up with all of them.
Nerves, aim controller, POG. Don't know what POG stands for. I am old, so these new terms, a little tough for me.
POG means player of the game or play of the game.
There we go. There we go. Classic idiot. Didn't know what it was.
It might mean something different in gaming now. I'm not positive, but in the sports world, it means player of the game or play of the game, something along those lines. So it's something good.
Exet Russ putting damage on vehicles. First hitting that helicopter. Now he's going,
anything he can see.
Anything that moves, they're going to put fire into. Dropping down. Picks up the UAV. Back. Oh, no. Staying floor. They do have that helicopter up there. Oh, picking them up.
They're in a good position here. The helicopter has almost full health. They have their loadout guns, and they know there's a team here, and they know they have guys in village as well that they're going to push.
Right there. Boom.
They're going to choose not to go on T. They're going to take the position on Big Green instead.
Get the height.
And they're just going to rain down the shots on these guys.
Gotta
Kill
be
them
honest.
before he could get in the door.
Yeah, gotta be honest. That guy had all the time in the world to get inside. Now that he's down, it's an easy push for 3-on-2.
It makes it that much harder for his team to res him. And they get the team wipe. Make it look easy.
You see a helicopter fly by with 3 absolute killers in it, you get inside. You get inside the building.
100%. Honestly, if anyone in this tournament flew past me in a helicopter, I don't know. I might just back out of the game.
Right. Yeah, I was going to say, I personally may just stand out in the middle of the field and just not move and just say, go ahead, do it, because I got no shot here.
I'd rather you kill me when I'm just standing still than me try to move out of the way and you make me look bad.
Yeah, it just ends up looking bad.
Because if I look bad and I'm trying to look good, it's worse than me looking bad because I'm not trying to do anything.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Mindset of a champion right there.
That's right.
Exit Russ also sponsored by Ghost.
That's another one of the energy companies.
Yep, they make that energy powder. We're back
All right,
to
we're going
Indy
back
Red.
to Indy Red. I like his setup. His room looks really nice. A lot cleaner than my room.
Oh, wow. That
Fried him.
shot. That
Just
shot.
fried him.
And no emotion, no expression. A lot of these guys are just stone cold internet or gaming killers, you know? There's no... If I hit that shot, there would have been some emotion on my face.
100%. I would have been hyped if I hit that shot.
I wonder if these are guys that play a lot together. Like, I wonder if the European side, because I know on the North American side, a lot of the teams kind of switch up here and there. Obviously, we know Yanunzi, Cryptic switched it up. But, you know, a lot of the teams, you know, they'll switch it up every so often, depending on what tourney and who they're playing with. I wonder if the European side's the same, or if they stick, you know, if they're a tourney team, they stick to that tourney team.
You know, on the NA side, you have a lot of guys who, you know, they have their teams they're comfortable with, but it seems like they always might switch out 1 or 2 guys. They always keep it within their circle of people they like to play with, but, you know, sometimes you see some inner swapping.
We finally saw a Gulag match. There you go. Indy Red. He had a nice gold watch on, but couldn't take the win in there.
Somebody ran his pockets and took the Rolex from him.
That's it. They got the Submariner now. They're selling it at a pawn shop.
All right, we're gonna go to Team Berry. It's our first time here getting to see Berry and his team.
I like this guy's setup. Card table in the back.
All right, Berry TV looking to get something going here. They're in 37th place. They haven't qualified any points yet. I'm not sure if it's a scoring thing. Maybe they haven't submitted all their scores yet. I'm not too sure. But right now they're looking to get something going.
That's another thing, Sean. They have to submit their scores at the end. If they're not submitting scores, what do we, you know, there's nothing to go off of.
We have to assume they haven't put anything up.
Hiding behind the garbage can.
This is a tough spot, though. A lot of people don't expect someone to sit here.
No, absolutely. Now, Sean, COD logic. Is that garbage can made out of some sort of futuristic metal that bullets can't go through?
No, I think it could be wall banged. I don't think it'll save you from some bullets.
Vieni più indietro, Bero, vieni più indietro. Vieni verso di noi, verso lei, sì, perché tu sei...
Playing it slow. But if they do, in fact, have 0, I think they have to just bite the bullet and go in and try to push some teams. You can't end the tourney with a 0.
100%. And you see the leaderboard just updated there on our left. Team Drew now on top. Pentagon in second. OP marked in third. And Exet Russ in fourth.
Savvy's still in the top 5.
Savvy's holding strong. We've had some teams fall off a little. Nervous, Nick Cool, Rasta. They're dropping down a little bit. Some teams are starting to catch up. So again, it's what we spoke about before. You know, some of these teams knew they needed to have better games and get themselves in a better position to be more comfortable when the host switches. And some teams are taking advantage of it and some teams aren't.
Here's something interesting. Miri TV, I think he got kicked from the original lobby, couldn't get back in, obviously. You know that there's, you know, no hop back in. But now they're sitting at 13, so if they missed an entire game, that means they had to play their best for those next 2 games. They didn't have that third game to they didn't have that right to kind of play around with.
100%. And the scoreboard's shaping up nicely. Now, Team True does have kind of a big lead, but if you get a big game out of one team, you know, they could jump up. And there's Miri with his staple, that bathrobe. That is one of the coolest things I might have ever seen. I just plays in a bathrobe like Hugh Hefner.
Miri did promise me a bathrobe. I haven't seen it, so I'm hoping he pulls through with the bathrobe. I would love to rock a Miri bathrobe. He sells them. This is part of his merch line.
He's the most comfortable person I've ever seen gaming.
He's got to be hot. My computer gets to about at least 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
AC's blasting.
So that plus a robe, I don't know. I mean, it's good for a cold winter's night, but he might be sweating. All right, let's see. The circle's getting tight. Is there a team on top?
It looks like they have a recon in play that they're slowly working their way over towards. The car is going to go over there first, try to bait out if there's any shots.
Right.
And they're going to slowly follow it on foot to see what it's looking like. They're going to test the waters first before they fully dive in.
Absolutely smart play. See where the fire's coming from. If there is fire, then the other two guys can pinpoint it, lay it down.
And he's a quarter of the way done with the recon now. No one's rolled up on him yet. We don't see anybody that looks like they're rolling up. No shots fired. They're going to finish off this recon, and they're going to get to know where the next circle is.
Unbelievable gameplay here.
We have another UV, yeah?
And you see they're already in the next circle. They looked at the map. They realized they didn't have to rotate, and now they're going to figure out what they can do from within this circle to be in the best spot to win.
And
finally a different circle, but this could very well. There's a lot of open space in that circle. This could close in on a very opened up.
Team Pentagon right above them.
Right, they don't even know.
They picked up the most wanted to get some money off.
Yep. Left.
This is such a hard spot for a team to roll up and kill you off of. This is such a power spot because you can't shoot through the floor.
You cannot shoot through the COD. Going back to that COD logic, that's the one of the reasons I asked. Is that garbage can bulletproof? Because this floor, even though it's got blatant holes in it, you can't shoot through it.
You could piss through it, but you can't get a bullet in.
No, absolutely not. He's going back up. This is a risky play because obviously it takes, I don't know, what, 5 seconds? 5 full seconds. And then you got the full half second at the top where you're just kind of standing around like an idiot.
Staying there for somebody to take you out. And they know people are up there because they have the most wanted.
That's the reason they're playing it up here. Why not play it safe? If people try to roll up to get you, you have great high ground.
We're going to switch here to Team Rec Rent. They're in mill base. He's got a Pellington and an OTS, and they have a bounty that's stuck inside that. I don't even know what you call that thing, to be honest with you.
Steve, what? Yeah, what is that bunker thing? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I guess you'd call it a bunker.
It's got to be a bunker. I don't know what he said, but I am gonna probably have my wife purchase a plant from TJ Maxx after today. Put it in the corner, liven up the basement, you know?
It looks so calming and peaceful with the plant. It's just good, what's the word I'm looking? Yeah, there we go.
Good feng shui.
They're really taking their time with this push. They want to be sure that it's not one guy in there and not a whole team.
Sean, I have not played Warzone in about 3 weeks. I heard that they opened up some other areas of the map. He sees the guy over there. Sees him. Oh, wow. Going for this.
Oh, he got beamed. So that confirms that it's not just the one guy in there, I think.
There's 2 guys in there. They're waiting for him. He's waiting for his teammate to roll up. Probably go around the back. Yep, going around the back.
They're going to work a pinch here.
Yep,
he's coming in. 2 guys are going around the back. He's holding the front down. It scares me with this Bertha, though, because if he moves off to the side too far, they could do exactly that and take the Bertha.
They took the Bertha.
That was the first thing that I thought. He put himself in a position where he had the outside of the bunker, but he didn't have a sight on if the guy was going to come out and go around into the Bertha, and that's exactly what happened.
Bertha's
and he gets away with the most wanted.
Right, but that's it. Right now he's gone. They're stuck out in the open.
And you know he didn't have a full team, so now that guy's going to get away and potentially get his teammates back.
Right when that, he either has a cache now. He's going. Is there a buy over there?
No, but he still has the most wanted on him. He's just moving to a position where he can kind of hold with the most wanted. Hopefully it goes away soon for him. and he can get his teammates back.
Let's see how this plays out.
У меня фулка. Вот здесь.
Нажимаю.
I don't know what that meant, but oh, that was a good
Oh,
shot.
what a shot!
That was a good shot.
And they know there's one more there at least.
Видел, красная метка, да. Но он бежал влево. Красная метка бежал влево. Они призраки, да?
Да, full gas team.
Makes you wonder why we took Spanish in high school, huh? Like, it's
Yeah.
no help in this tournament.
I wish I would have known and been one of those guys who took Italian. Oh, another great
wow.
snipe.
Wow.
He led him
Wow.
perfectly.
And that's with the Pellington. This guy clearly has time in with that Pellington.
Well, he's got the dark matter
He's
on
got
it,
the
so
dark
he's definitely
matter, yeah.
worked with it before.
Ну, тут хуй попадешь, высоковато.
Back to Savvy.
Facciamo farlo anche quadrato. Vuoi fare taglia? Facciamo taglia.
Savvy talking about something. What we don't know. Yes, they stole his truck, Floyd. They stole it. Dynasty, if you're still in here, sorry I didn't have the chat up before. Orin, Trap, what up? Kyle, let's go. There's 6 people right now. Guys, share the thing. Like and share. I want to see that like button smashed by all 7 people. Share it up. Let's go.
Look at this. They have the whole circle until almost the final circle.
Wow.
They have every circle until it starts moving pinpointed on their map.
What would be a travesty here is if they get it wiped out.
The issue is, right, they want to try to get to that final circle, but that final circle spot is a bridge in the wide open.
It
It might
no
be
cover.
too soon to try to push into that final circle spot and hold it.
No cover. And look at how many teams still left and how many other teams. There's at least one other guy that knew. Oh, he was flying above it. Okay, I thought maybe there was one other person that also knew.
But in a situation like this, you might almost be better off playing one of the outer circles because you still are going to know where that last circle is going to be.
Right.
But you won't be trapped there in the open with limited cover. You'll be able to hold people as they come in. You get into that middle circle. Yes, it sets you up later in the game. Like we've said, there's no cover for you here. You're wide open, and it takes away the factor of holding people as they're rotating in.
Savvy's got some cojones standing out in the open. He was trying to laser that guy in the sky. Didn't hit a shot, but definitely alerted the area. Hey, I'm here. I'm standing out in the middle of the open. You want to blow my head off with a sniper? Do it. No one did it.
A lot of confidence.
A lot of confidence.
No, sono due.
Tough hold here. Tough hold.
It's
Especially when
just
you got...
so tough.
I feel like, can you hit a shot from TV station maybe over there if you had a sniper?
You can, but they did have an advanced UAV, and they didn't see anybody on it behind them, which means the whole lobby is in front of them, which might be why they have the confidence to hold this final circle spot.
They are going back for loadout. Maybe they're switching up the gun selection, figuring they need something. No. They're going back to the buy.
Yep, there it is. They've got money. He's going to probably pop another... Oh, no, he got something else instead of a third UAV.
UAV is the same in both English and Italian.
OP Mark, they have their gameplay. They're playing the game they want to play still.
Ooh,
They're
what
playing
happened
tech.
there?
The precision's coming in on them.
Oh, I should have saved the other chopper I'm throwing.
Whoa,
got
he
inside,
just
barely.
made it. Like, that was maybe a tenth of a second.
And there's our first... Was he using the SPR or the Pellington in the other game that we watched?
I think it was the Pellington. This is the SPR, correct?
Yes, sir. Which makes me think that we might have been wrong and he might have been using it the whole time.
Maybe we.
But
could
we're
have
never
definitely been
wrong, so we're going to say he was using the Pellington.
Switched up the sniper. Unbelievable. The confidence that takes.
After a win.
Yeah, no, it definitely was the same. Because it's the same color and everything.
Yeah, 100%. And he gets the kill with the SMG.
Gets the kill. You know what? The SPR, though, great gun. I don't know. I haven't played with it in a long time, but when it first came out, it shot... You could shoot straight across the entire damn map. If it still can do that with certain loadout, you know, it's a solid choice.
Before the Swiss was a thing, the SPR was the closest rival to the car.
Oh, 100%.
And then the Swiss came around and just changed people's lives.
Even, like I said, even the world's worst, I have a plaque someplace certified, world's worst sniper was hitting shots with the Swiss. So.
If you want it.
Yeah.
He's got it. Oh, he already has a golden gas mask. Got the durable gas mask, so no problem there.
He's in a real good position here. They have Hill. They can hold the edge of the circle. They can move in comfortably. His teammates are calling out some people and shooting some people. They can kind of really play it the way they want here.
Someone wrote, this tournament is better than the one Spartacus puts on. I read in a Discord a few minutes ago. Thanks for that, but I gotta say, I'm sure Spartacus, I've never played a Spartacus tournament, but I can only imagine he throws unbelievable tournaments. The guy's a great... Ooh. I think he was supposed to play today. I forget exactly. I think he had, something going on else. But the guy does throw some great tournaments. So thank you for that. But what was that?
And, we had a lot of people who wanted to play in the tournament, and we just couldn't, there's only so many spots we could do. We couldn't get everybody, unfortunately. There's some guys that wanted to get in, and some guys had stuff come up that they just couldn't do it last minute.
It's good to be, it's life, right? Nothing's ever perfect.
But you see a tournament like this, a prize pool like this, and everyone wants to be a part of it. Unfortunately, we can't include everybody. We wish that we could, but, there's only so many people we can include in things like this. And, keep trying. Hopefully next time, if you weren't able to get in this time, we can get you in next time. That's all we can do is hope that we can help you.
That's it. The other side of that coin, right? There's always two sides to a coin. The flip side is there's going to be more of these. So no one has to worry in that aspect. There's going to be plenty more tournaments coming up. The cash prizes are only getting bigger. The first one we ran was 3K. This is 5K. The next one, who knows? Might be 10K. Might be $1 billion. Who knows?
And then hopefully we could do things, where we do some NA tournaments and some EU tournaments where we can open it up to more NA and more EU players.
We wanted to do something, to include everybody, to do something unique. Obviously, we get it, right? The reason that they split a lot of these tournaments up is because of ping and latency and packet loss, which I'm going to be honest, as a classic idiot, I don't know what any of that means. I know what it essentially breaks down to. But I think we figured out a solid plan where everyone could all, either side have a great, solid advantage on. Oh, here we go. Let's see if he hits these shots.
And the other thing you have to consider with this too is, this is the second tournament we're doing, and both have been a huge success, right? The first one you did was a strictly NA tournament that we got the pleasure of doing with you. Now we're doing the NA and the EU. So it's getting the name out there that, hey, these guys do tournaments. So now more people on the NA and more people on the EU side do them. We don't always have to do an NA versus EU type of thing. We could do separated tournaments and get more people involved.
100%. We got some coming up. Savvy knows the guy's in there, but he might... What happened? If he knows the guy's in there, he should be just holding that spot. I get it that he's a little exposed and there's a lot going on.
Well, it looks like some of his other teammates might have a better angle on that cubby, so he's picking up a different angle to try to help them out.
Probably right. Roof of Burger came off, hiding behind the car.
From behind. He knew the guy was there. He looked that way. He just had to focus the closer fight.
Autorizamo, whatever that means.
I'm guessing that means reviving?
It must. That's the only logical explanation.
Self-reviving?
Only logical explanation. Back to OP marked. Got taken out. Is that a team wipe? That, I think...
We'll find out shortly after the kill cam.
Weak.
Oh, see, Pentagon's team that was going after Savvy.
Yeah, Savvy. Wow, somebody's taking out everybody on this area.
Oh, ich wusste, dass hier von rechts kommen. Ich wusste es einfach. Sogar nur ein Solo! Oh mein Gott, und jetzt kam Top 5 Platzierung, ne?
All right, we got 9. Did he say? I heard Soap or whoever said 9 people active. We're back to Recreant.
TV station. Спрячься. В кустах вот тут. На тебя смотрят.
Richnia.
Подожмись вот сюда.
We don't know
I
what
gotta
he's
tell
saying.
you, I need to crack my back in the worst way, and I just can't get it to crack.
Too far away for a bear hug, sir.
Ah, man.
All right, we're back. Daggett. Daggett 1. Going on the side cam. He's
and
in
again, everyone's closing in here. There's 3 teams left. It's gonna make for a good fight. There's a lot of open space here for this final fight.
You know what, Sean? A lot of times the final fight includes just Berthas. It's just 3 or 4 Berthas. We haven't really seen that.
The big thing here is there's 3 teams left, but there's only 6 players left. So this is the only full team standing still.
Right. Okay, that guy's out. It looks like they're in a great spot to take the win here.
5 players left,
wow.
but he downed him. Absolute laser.
And
he's getting shot from behind.
Yeah. Wow. And that's how fast things can change. He had those shots too. It looked like he had some solid face shots, headshots.
All right, so there's still 3 teams and there's 4 players left. So that means it's a 2-on-1-on-1. And now it's a 2-on-1.
If you're that one, now there's nothing to do. I was gonna say if you're one of the
You have to hope they extend and you could pick them off one by one. If they push you together, you're not gonna have a chance with players of this high of a skill level.
No way. They gotta separate them somehow. Oh.
He downed one. Oh man. But he's got the self, but it's it. That's gonna do it. Well played there by
how many kills was that? 6, 12. So they had 21, 22, something like that. Yeah, 12 and 9. Yeah, 21 kills. Nice.
A real strong showing here early. We're getting to see a lot of good players play really well together.
I think I heard the word puta, which means I think bitch, which is awesome. So very good there. I can't see where the... I mean, obviously this is going to change. I can't see the first... for some reason it's cut off. I can't see where the first team is. Oh, there we go. Camera might be a little bit better now. Who knows?
Hopefully.
It is backwards, though, so it's throwing me off because my room now is completely backwards.
So a little fun fact there. That team, right, they had Heretics in front of their name. I knew the one name looked familiar. The Gentleman Methods on that team. And I might be wrong. The guy Daggett might have been too. But Heretics made a big run in Call of Duty on the Search and Destroy esports in the COD League a couple of years back on Black Ops 4. And I remember watching Methods and Heretics take on Optic and stuff like that. So that's cool to see. Former professional COD player on the Search and Destroy end competing in some Warzone tournaments.
You know, a lot of the guys on that side, right? We saw Scump recently. He's what, the Search and Destroy king. He's the multiplayer king. He just came in and took against Aiden, who's a probably one of the stronger Warzone players. And Scump was able to come in and take that game from. So, you know, these guys they see the battle royale, they see the potential. Obviously, you know, multiplayer is their bread and butter, but they see the potential in the battle royale, and they're taking advantage of it.
100%. It seems like more and more each year there's people that are making the move. They love the battle royale gameplay. They love the Warzone play. They love the content that Warzone brings, and you see a lot of people, you know, whether it's people who are still COD pros taking advantage of it, or people who are towards the end of their careers as COD pros, kind of moving over to that Warzone pro side.
100%, yeah. And as frustrating as battle royales can be, they always just drag you back in, right?
100%.
It's tough to get away from, even in the, you know, again, I haven't played in maybe a month or so, but even in the times where the hackers were high, you're like, screw it, I'm going in. You play a couple games. You get killed by a couple of hackers, and you say, screw it, you just keep coming back. There's something addictive about that battle royale playstyle that just keeps hooking people in.
100%. And, you know, the cool thing about it, too, is we're finally getting some of the things that everybody asked for. One, this is going to be one of the last big Warzone tournaments before the new map comes out on Tuesday.
Yep.
2, we're getting a new map, which is something that people have been begging for a while now. A change to the game. Something new, a refresh, kind of get you back into it if you were kind of falling off. And they're coming out with the anti-cheat. So, you know, it might have taken them a while, but they're starting to do the things that everybody wanted them to do to kind of keep the game fresh.
I love a lot of people online. A lot of obviously online brings a lot of positivity, but I think it brings out more haters than anything. A lot of people posting, you know, on some of these high-end streamers' pages. Oh, I can't wait till the anti-cheat comes out. Your KD is going to go down. I think people are going to be surprised. I think people are going to be very surprised when KD sticks to where their numbers were. These people are you know, everyone had to show their, for example, right? Everyone had to show their task manager if they're playing on PC in this tournament. Some people are playing on console, and they're fighting it out with some top dogs. These guys are just, and girls, are just animals. They're just different. They're just extremely good. They figured it out. They put in the work. And I'm excited for the anti-cheat because it gives guys like me and you a shot, right? We won't get murdered by too many hackers. Hopefully none. But I think it's going to be a big surprise for a lot of these people calling these high KD streamers out. These guys are just next level.
Yep, and now just the little update that everybody needs. We're switching over to the NA lobby host now. So, now people that we were previously seeing with their pings over 100, they're going to have the lower pings. Their pings are going to be, 30 to 80, whereas some of these other guys with the lower pings are going to have higher pings. And, some of these teams that we were spectating were playing with crazy confidence in the last couple of games. They might have to take it a step back and play a little bit slower.
Yeah, I mean, there's two sides to that coin. Like we said earlier, who said it? FaZe Blue. Ping is a mental game, right?
100%.
And I think if you believe that, it is. But I think some people truly believe ping is going to play a big role in how they play, and that we're definitely going to see some adjustments. I think the Northeast teams North American teams are going to be a little bit more aggressive. Try to get in a little bit closer. Who's that in the background? We got Duke in the background.
Is that? Yeah, that's my black lab. He's coming up here. He's saying, "Daddy, I want some of your attention."
It's always great to have a dog around. Obviously,
The best feeling about a dog is they always let you know that you're loved no matter what.
That's it. That's it. This is the time we're switching over, so we got some extra time. Duke, what's going on, Duke? Give us a bark.
And something that Duke wants to point out here, because he loves watching him all the time. He just wants to go ahead and point out that, it's the holiday season. If your loved one is a gamer, if you're a gamer and want to get yourself a little gift for the holiday, AIM controllers, the best controllers in the business, fully customizable. I have mine right here. The Team Delinquents customized AIM controller with the paddles and everything. You can get a custom logo on the front. It does everything, the hair triggers and bumpers. These controllers are the best controllers on the market, the most durable controllers on the market. And the holiday season, they're running their biggest discount for you guys that they've ever run before. $85 off orders over $225. Almost all the content creators in this tournament have a code. So find your favorite creator, use their code. Not only get yourself or your loved one something nice, get you a discount and support your favorite content creators out there.
Not only that, Team Delinquents has a code, $85 off. If you want that $85, Team Delinquents, if you can figure out how to spell the word delinquents, like I can't, then that's the code for you. All right, we got the scoreboard back up. It looks like it's fully updated. We got Unpack It, who I don't remember seeing in the top 10, but granted, maybe I missed it. Unpack It now, team in first. Are these all three first, second, and third? Are they all EU teams?
It looks like it. I believe so. And this is the crazy thing. We spoke about this before. Drew's team had like a 20-point lead going into the last game. I'm not sure if it hasn't been updated or not because they're still sitting at 65. But one good game could put you right back in the mix of it. And now, we saw a team like OP Marked. They sat in that third to fourth range the whole time, dropped down a little bit to sixth. But now switching to the NA host, this is some of these other teams' chances to take this jump.
Exactly. I think, I wonder if this scoring is indicative of playing on those EU servers. I wonder if there is going to be a big switch for these next 3 games and how it'll shake out. So the top 10 rounding out JXC, Lady Geek, Trance, Cryptic, OP Marked, Savvy Ultras, Except Russ, C Pentagon, Drew, and Unpack It. We got go ahead.
One thing I'd be remiss if I didn't say. The last tournament we did, Lady Geek was amazing. She was such a help. She was amazing. She helped us so much with our first tournament, getting through 100%. It, navigating some things. And I'm really happy to see her and her team doing well in the top 10, competing as we switch back to this NA host where, she'll be able to put up some numbers with her squad and potentially compete for that top spot. And then the other thing that I wanted to point out is so far, Cryptic is saying, you know what, Yanuzi? I'm the reason we won that last tournament. He's got a big lead on Yanuzi and Yanuzi's team right now. Going into the NA host where Yanuzi and his team will have a chance to catch up. But right now, he's trying to show everyone that it wasn't because of Yanuzi and his other teammate that they won that last tournament, that he was a vital piece and he's taking it to him.
He's definitely a vital piece of any team. But Yunuzi's my boy. So Yunuzi, come on, fucking get it going. I want to see a top 10 finish. I know it's a big jump, but we got this. Yunuzi's my boy, but both, Cryptic, Yunuzi, both on Team AIM, both sponsored by AIM, both great competitors. But yeah, Cryptic's he's putting his name out there. He's definitely a solid competitor anywhere you put him.
100%. You know, Cryptic's a guy whose name has really come forward over the last couple of months. He's really made a name for himself in the Warzone scene, and you see him playing in more and more tournaments. You see him more and more on Twitch and, his social media platforms. And, he's really coming into his own in this game.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think there's some big names here. OP Bark, like you said, the #1 wins in Warzone.
Mm-hmm.
Big name right there. Yeah. So let's see how this NA side rolls out. See if there's a shakeup in this top 10. I think there's going to be. How do points work, Jason? So it's multipliers. It's multipliers for kills and multipliers for placement, and then points for kills, right?
Yes, sir. Hold on. I have it right here. I'll pull it up and read it to you. So here's how it goes. You get your kills, and then at the end of each game, based on your placement, you get a multiplier to those kills. So if you finish them first, you get a 2x multiplier. Second place gets a 1.9 times multiplier, 1.8 for third, 1.7 for fourth, 1.6 for fifth. But if you finish outside the top 5, you're not out of it. If you're in 6th to 10th, you get 1.5 multiplier, and 11th to 25th, up to 25th place, you can still get a multiplier of 1.25 to add on to those kills to help you stay in the fight.
It really adds a dynamic. You have to be kind of in the same mindset as the rest of your team. Are we going strictly for kills and we're trying to get a decent placement? Are we going to go for placement and try to get an okay amount of kills? There's a balance to it. What that balance is, it's up to each team. But there's a delicate balance to it because you could rock out, get a ton of kills, but get 30th place, and you're not getting any multiplier. Those multipliers are where it really comes in handy.
And right now, just a little fun update on a different leaderboard because we're giving away a controller to the player with the highest kills in a game. Right now, it looks like 11 kills is the highest from Team Trance. I don't know how to pronounce this. DENXH. Any shot at that, Brendan?
DENXH.
Yes.
No. Denex.
But right now, that's our high kill player with 11 kills in a game.
That's pretty impressive. I mean, to go up against this level of competition and take out 11 people yourself, full kills, getting the full kill for it, definitely not easy to do. So that's, it's worth a controller.
And, it just goes to show because a lot of these guys, you turn on their stream, you tune in, you watch, you support them, you love to see them. They're out here in these lobbies dropping 20 plus kills a game. Then you get into a lobby like this and look at how the numbers drop dramatically just because of the competition in this lobby. It's the best of the best. You're not running into bots. You're not running into those free kills. You always have to worry, is a team going to roll up on my back? Is a team going to come from my right, my left? I'm fighting this team, but it's a lobby full of good players and I have to be aware of my surroundings at all times.
It's safe to say you got to bring your A game to you got to be on your toes with this kind of crowd. It's not, you're not playing a public lobby and getting frying 30, 40 kills. Everybody in this lobby probably has, over a 3 KD. They're all solid competitors. So yeah, to pull that many kills, like Sean said, they do drop, but even to get 11 kills on
in a lobby like this,
it's unbelievable.
This is what the kids today would call a demon lobby.
This is a demon lobby. Yeah, if you got dropped into this lobby, you just back out. You just kill yourself. You do anything. You put a bunch of C4 in a vehicle and try to drive it into somebody and blow it up. That's your only shot at getting a kill.
You love the C4s, don't you?
It's an unbelievable way to get somebody to hot mic and say, "What the fuck?" Because they just don't know what happened. They have to watch the replay. Even in the replay, they're like, "How did the vehicle blow up?" I don't know how it blew up. All right, we got Lady Geek. They're rocking what, 9th place? 9th place right now.
We get a 20-point game.
Yeah, we need 25, like top 25 every game.
Lady Geek, they're in 10th place.
10th place. Okay, got moved around. No, 9th. It says 9th.
No, I just refreshed the page. They're in 10th.
Oh, got it. Okay.
I have black screen still, so.
There it goes.
Yeah, we're jumping
There we go.
relatively soon, so if you hear us jump, just jump.
No, they're 11th place now.
11th, yep. Like I said, Lady Geek, a huge help last game. I'm excited to watch her play for a little bit, see what she could do. She's done so much for us, and we're thankful. So let's see what we can get out of her and her team here early with their drop. They're going downtown.
She's an unbelievable player. The team she's got, Jawsy, also an aim controller affiliate, and Zubin. You know, all these.
A really solid player.
Yeah.
I remember the first time you were talking to me about Jawsy, and you were so excited about him. You had so much great things to say about him, and I checked him out. He's a heck of a player, man. A heck of a player.
Unbelievable.
We're gonna have to go up top.
All right. Oh, whoa, oh. Let's latency. Look, now we're at 54.
So definitely can get more comfortable now on the NA host, and you know, settle in and make a push. She's in the top 10, which what we spoke about before, you know, you just want to survive on that EU host. If you can survive on that EU host, it'll switch to NA, and you'll feel more comfortable, and you'll win those gunfights that you were losing by 1 bullet now. Right. Can you use that and push yourself up higher in the leaderboard? They're in a good position to do so. There's a couple of NA teams ahead of them, but not many. So she's in a very good position to finish well throughout this tournament if they can capitalize.
She's trying to figure out how to get up. This is always a... Oh, wow. He definitely just fell to his death.
This building might be the most confusing building.
It's rough. It's rough. If you get stuck in a certain spot, it's definitely rough.
We're on board with the first place team now.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is the first place team, NL chat. I don't know. Is he Italian? I don't know.
I believe they're Italian. Their ping is over 100.
See, so this is where it's changing. Although
they are
it wasn't
speaking in a different language.
It wasn't as bad as, I forget what team we were looking at. They had a 150 ping. Oh, OP Mark had a 150 ping and still won. That's where it comes in. Ping is a mental game. For OP Mark, it's a mental game.
And they get the quick down. That was a real quick down. The first teammate was shooting at him, and he came in and threw a couple bullets and cleaned it up.
They know they need to complete these kills because, you know, the kill is where you're getting the points. You don't complete a kill.
Yep, and there's a lot of good ground loot there. He had a gold DMR that he dropped for a gold EM2. So that's real good ground loot you have. You're in a good position here. You have a couple of kills, and now you're pushing another team.
He's on. Oh, wow. Interesting move. Gonna go. Okay.
They got in the chopper. It looks like they don't want any of the smoke. They're just going to fly away.
And they're out. They did not want to smoke. They knew he had that gold EM2, and they said, you know what? Oh, no, he's still rocking the gold DMR as the backup.
Yep. As a submachine gun almost.
Yeah, could be a tough situation if he gets somebody up close, but I think he's comfortable enough right now to be able to use it and know he's not going to get stuck.
Brendan, can you translate?
He said, get the fuck over here with that truck. I think is what he said.
They're getting their loadout now. So this will be interesting. We've seen a lot of ghosting. I don't know if they're going to ghost or not. They had some good ground loot guns. And we're going back to the Team Heretics here with Team Daggett and Method Sick.
Oh, this is the guy you said was the COD pro, correct?
Yes, the guy Method Sick on this team was the COD pro. I remember watching him play Call of Duty versus Optic a couple years ago in Black Ops 4. They won the last map, a big performance at the end there to push themselves up the leaderboard a little bit. Let's see if they could take advantage of it now. Currently in 4th place.
Someone did jump out of Team Trance.
Team Trance, look at him raining down shots right here.
Look at this. That was with a gold AK, and he's got the 71 round clip. Oh, wow.
Team Trance in 10th place, pings around 100, a little less. They're looking to make some moves here on the server switch.
They're not affected by the latency. They don't take it as a negative. They're just going in for it. Gonna hit the ammo crate. He's gonna need to. Ooh.
You might be able to res me if you fast that. I'm not too sure. Close.
Close it up. Yep. Okay. Good play. He's got to get to that ammo crate, but he's also got to get in some. Wow. Great play. Great play. They pushed it. They had to. Who pushed it? Who was that? Recreant.
Recreant.
He is not happy. Not happy
He is
about
not
being in
happy
this
at
one.
all with how that turned out.
He didn't get, you know what the problem was? He had a great line of sight. He didn't get a kill out of the 3 people running across. He's upset about that. Didn't get at least 1 kill. I'd be upset too.
Can't blame him.
Something that we didn't see in this tournament so far, but we did see in our first one, no jailbreak so far.
Not one.
I think in one of the tournaments we threw, there was a jailbreak, and Rasta's team came back from the jailbreak to win it all.
That was in your community night.
Yes, that was the community night. Yes, you're right, Sean. Came back on Rebirth. Came back from
He completely shit on me.
I mean, he'd shit on it, yeah. But yeah, shit on you, and then they took it.
And that was the craziest jailbreak I've ever seen because it was the final circle. There was only 2 teams left alive.
Oh, and it brought back. It was wild, and no one expected it. Like Rasta, I think, was like hanging back, like not even near really his computer, just kind of watching and spectating. No one expected it. I always like that hold right there because no one can get behind you. You got the desk for cover, and people try to always chow that.
It's definitely a good hold if you know you have somebody there, but I don't think they think anybody's in this building with them or relatively close to them where they're worried about holding something.
No.
They do have a ping by the bank up over that way. So maybe they know they have teams on that side of them. Of course, the whole other side of the circle is open to them as well, so they can't really just focus on one side.
No, they have to keep it moving. Nobody's picking. Oh, right. I again, classic idiot. I was gonna say no one's picking up dead silence. My favorite thing. It's against the rules. I would have been banned immediately.
Kicked out of your own tournament.
That's it. I would have been out. Match 1.
We're gonna jump to Team Pelly now. It looks like they are. Shit, where are they on the map? Are they by Summit? No, they're.
No, they're to
the right of airport. Looks
know
like they're
that little
working
spot
towards
where
Summit. They're
the
between
school is?
military base and airport.
Yeah, where that school is and everything. We're watching a lot of EU teams. Hopefully we get to spectate some NA teams. So I know we started off with Lady Geek. Let's see how this switches. Got a nice computer there. What do you think he's rocking? 3080, 3070? That's a big computer.
Might be a 3090. That's a big boy.
It's a big computer.
Here we go with Team Rocket.
Revival Oil. It's cannabis oil. He's in Poland. This is
Team
a Polish
Rocket from
player.
Pokemon, maybe?
Was that a Pokemon team?
Pokemon? That's the villains in Pokemon.
Oh, the Polish guys got run over. He's got the cannabis oil, though.
That'll calm him down a little bit.
Right. He can, he doesn't have to take it to heart. Back to... Ooh, who just flew over his head? His teammate?
Had to be his teammate. No shots came down on him.
Hurled his body overhead. Very big computer. Let's see what the temperature is running at. Mine always runs hot.
His looks at 50-something.
Wow. Unbelievable. Got to get that looked at.
Hit up your boy.
Team Jaxv. Oh, wow. They knew someone was there. They both shot at him. I think they got him down.
I'm assuming there's more than one loadout over there, which means they expected people to come from that way. Again, we're seeing a lot of ghost plays on first loadout here. He kept the OTS ground loot, and he picked up his EM2, and he's ghosting it up.
You know what I love?
Does not want to be seen on the UAVs.
No, 100%. 100%. And as hectic and as competitive as these tournaments can get, the great thing is almost everybody afterwards is all still there, friends and can easily play together, and there's no animosity.
Never. Maybe some shit talking, but they get over it quick.
There should be some shit talking. That's part of life. You lose,
it makes for the best.
Yeah. You gotta get thick skin. Picked up the OTS, came in. Wow.
He got a little confused there. He started shooting at his teammate.
explosions. Yeah,
He's
Gonna
got the
get this
mic
res.
in front of his face.
It's almost like he's chewing it like you were the other night.
Chewing on the mic. I have a bite mark now.
So they cleared out the team that was on him. Now they have some time and space to operate and figure out what they want to do. If they want to get UAVs or what.
And is there a buy right there? Or am I...
There is a buy right there.
There
You
is.
hit the ammo box.
I think I heard it did just restart.
They're gonna get a UAV. They don't have the money for another one though. We'll see if they pop right away or not.
I think with cash for one, and you just cleaned out a team, you might want to
Well,
take
there's the bounty. So the bounty comes in. He called out a guy behind them too. I don't know if this is the guy he called out or not. But he's got the power position on a house now to try to rain shots down.
Wow,
The other guy, he had the support though. It should be a free res. There he is.
Oh my God!
He had no health. He had no health.
Yeah, but he got.
He just got res.
Yeah, he just did.
All it takes is one bullet after a fresh res.
That's right. That's right. That's how quick you're. Oh, that guy's hyper aggressive.
Super aggressive. He knew there were guys in the house. He knew his teammates were below him, and he jumped up instead and went for the kill, which costed him because now they get team wiped.
Savioja playing the corner,
holding a staircase. He's got his teammates with him. They know there's some sort of people in this house with them. They don't know exactly where they are, but they know they're here. Savvy's gonna go for a challenge.
I mean, spotted in Italian.
Yep. Oh, and he just beams him. Jumps out from behind and beams him.
He didn't know exactly where it was. It was a tough position to be in. He didn't know that guy was exactly right there.
And the guy knew where he was because of the snapshot grenade.
Right, exactly. He knew he was there. He knew. Back to Pelly 9. Oh wait, did Pelly kill him? Yeah, it was Pelly who got.
Yes, it was
Savvy.
Pelly and his team that took him out.
All right, Sean, I got an idea for the next tournament. Normal, everyday people against high-end streamers, high-end content creators like this, but the normal people get to use hacks. I think the normal people would still lose.
Maybe a tournament where, like, we can have streamers with under a certain amount of followers sign up, and content creators with a certain amount of followers sign up, and a content creator has to carry some smaller streamers.
Some smaller streamers, just because they're smaller, though, they have unbelievable skill. Unbelievable.
But it might be a good way for people to meet new people and, you know, get some other people's names on the map.
I like it. I like it. I like, you know, getting everyone together. Getting the band back together.
Bring the community together. Take people out of their comfort zone, too.
Every kill, next one, every kill, you have to take a shot.
I don't know how Twitch and Facebook gaming would feel about that.
Absolutely wrecked.
So they have a bounty on them. It's 2 ticks. They're kind of just going to hold the top of this building and try to let it subside.
2 ticks is outside of it. If it was 3 ticks, they'd be inside the building 100%. 2
or
ticks
just outside the doors.
Right.
The team doesn't seem like they want to full push them either. They're playing it a little slow. They've been 2 ticks for a while. It's almost like they're surrounding the building from different angles trying to catch a pick.
Well, Pentagon's got 5 kills. I'm not sure. I wonder how many kills the other, because if they each have 5, you know, let's say they have 15 kills, they're sitting in a good spot. They don't really need to push. But I don't know. As good as, like, you know, being able to run these private lobbies and get everything going, I think there's some things that Warzone can add into future versions that can help with running tournaments. Yeah. That can help in running tournaments.
So something I know Call of Duty's done in the past, which obviously wouldn't be beneficial to us, but it's been beneficial to some websites. Like if you played Game Battles, Search and Destroy, they implemented a private lobby thing, and you would hit private lobby, then you'd hit Game Battles, and it would pull your matches from the site to put everybody into the same lobbies.
Oh, interesting.
You didn't have to send any friend requests. You didn't have to submit any scores. The game did everything for you.
That I wonder why that feature's not here. The other good feature is, I know in multiplayer, I think in Vanguard, they have a spectator mode when you do a private lobby. Or that might be Halo. It might be...
So all the Call of Duties within Call of Duty have a codcaster mode. Warzone
Yes,
doesn't have
codcaster.
one.
Pero hay un
Yes.
tío, el FIFA creo que es.
It's obviously wildly successful. It's been successful for a while.
There's probably a lot more that goes into the Warzone also than just regular multiplayer.
Right.
Tenemos gente por atrás,
Yeah.
I know nothing about this computer stuff, so who knows?
Unfortunately, neither of us do.
Vienen, cuidado.
Igual tienda,
All right, so we saw this team get a good win last game.
Tienda, punta, tienda.
Two trucks. Are these
Two
trucks?
versus.
Are they together and traveling into one area? Is someone chasing someone? I highly doubt someone's chasing.
I didn't
have
see
to be
anybody in
together.
the back, so maybe it's two players following each other around. Maybe one of the trucks had somebody in the back.
Or just if one guy got down, they know they only got two for now. They might as well
They're
take the
trying
trucks
to
to be
catch a
safe.
truck.
Right.
La roja de atrás, seguro.
La Roja, that means the red. So we got that far.
Y quedar todo bien,
Interesting move to just look straight ahead. ADS, not. All right, we got Nick Cool. Nick Cool has multiple keyboards up just in case.
I'm assuming he has a gaming PC and a streaming PC, and one is for each computer.
He absolutely must.
Nick Cool, though, he was a big performer in the last tournament we were in.
He did great. Like I said, he was rocking that MG82 last tournament, and he was tearing people up with it. Nick Cool's got a pretty cool shelf back there with the color changing stuff. Don't know what's inside the shelf, but it looks pretty cool. Taking blind shots, you have to. If you knew someone was kind of there.
Try to prevent him from pushing around that
Right,
corner, slow him down a little bit.
Get him scared. I feel like he thinks there's other people around here, though, because he keeps, we know that there's people to the left of him, but I feel like he thinks there's people in that big red building right behind him. Or did they wipe that?
I'm not positive, to be honest with you. I've only noticed them at gas.
43 ping.
18 teams left. So like we've been saying, once we get to that, 20-ish, 25-ish mark, it does slow down a little bit.
Sean, can you explain packet loss, or do you also not have a clue what
No
that
clue
means?
what that means. I just know the game does not run as smooth if you have packet loss. It's like another form of lag.
Got it. Nick Cool 0 packet loss. Gonna need to get some new thermal paste for my GPU. My computer runs so much hotter than everyone else's. This is crazy.
I got some on Amazon recently for like $20.
I'm scared to pull apart my GPU.
I did it with no issues. I think you could do it. I know nothing.
Oh, God, I'm scared. Imagine that thing goes down. All right, you got to buy a new one. And, oh, the prices are $7,000 for the 3080.
Good for you. The thermal paste wouldn't really... The thermal paste doesn't affect your GPU, really, though. It's more your CPU, because it's on your CPU.
The MSI, so the 3080 Ti I have, it's made by MSI. It's known to have some thermal paste, not the best thermal paste.
I have a 3080, not the Ti, but I have a 3080 by MSI. I haven't had that issue.
Interesting. Because my regular 3080 was running at like 68, 70.
Oh, mine's been low. Mine's been real low.
So
the highest it's been has been in the 60s.
Oh yeah, I gotta figure this out. I'm just gonna put an air conditioning unit in my
in your computer.
Yeah.
So they seem to be holding steady here. I always forget the name of this place they're at. Is it Salt Mine or is this?
Yeah, it's Salt Mine. I'm pretty sure it's Salt Mine. Chat, what do we got? Is this Salt Mine? Yeah, it's Salt Mine.
They're holding strong, trying to wait for some people. They have the edge of the circle behind them, so they don't expect somebody to roll up on their back. Looks like they might think somebody's here with them, though.
Something that this guy's doing that he's aiming down. He's not aiming like at where a headshot would be. So he definitely doesn't think they're on his level. You know what I mean? Like, look where I was walking. He's just kind of walking aimed at the ground.
That's true.
So he's comfortable enough to know that they're not in the immediate vicinity, unless that's how he plays, which is kind of crazy.
They think they might be in that little hut. They're going to go try to clear it out.
He's confident. Oh, he's confident. Yep,
He hit him with an
know.
aid, so they know they're in there. Solo player.
Wow. He almost got behind him. Almost. Subi, I don't know what that means, but he's saying it a lot. What's up, Dylan? What's up, Ryan? They're still looking at it. They were just in there. Back to see Pentagon. Another EU team. Are the EU teams the only ones surviving?
You know, we saw a lot of NA teams perform good in the first 2 games on the EU host. Maybe the same thing's happening here where the EU teams are just playing really well. See, and that's where the ping comes into play a little bit. Some of those shots might have landed on an EU host.
Had they had even 80 ping. Karst salt mines. I forgot. It says it right at top.
Oh, yeah, it does. They seem to be content with just holding here. This is the second team we know that's in salt mine, because the other team was in salt mine too.
They're in the back, though, yeah. Pentagon picked up another kill. Last time we saw him, he was at 5 kills. He's at 6 now. This guy's got to come off.
He's about to get another one.
Yeah, he's very...
His teammate gave him some suppressing fire.
He was very confident he had it. He said something about a trombone.
I think he said 1 shot on bone.
I'm having trouble here. Is this guy speaking French? No.
I don't know what he's speaking.
German. Okay, speaking German. Us Americans, if you're not speaking in hot dog and hamburger, we got no clue.
I need a plate.
Oh mein Gott, Jungs, hier. Wurde gesniped gerade. Ein Team noch bei 1,5 und danach...
Pentagon has no plates. He's 1 plate short of being full, and he has none in reserve to plate up.
Teammates have no plates, but they have tons of money. They're just not willing. There's no buy.
There's no buy near him. And notice the top 20 in this game has moved significantly slower, which makes me think it's a lot of EU teams left alive.
A lot of look, the Trance is in the EU too, I believe.
Yes.
Maybe just play here.
How important do you think in a match like this that the heartbeat sensors? I personally obviously think it's very important, but towards the end of the game, most people got their second loadout, they're ghosted.
This late in the game, especially with how many teams we've been seeing ghost up off rip, I'm not sure how effective the heartbeat is going to be.
What would be the better play? Would it be
I'm a big stun guy. I've been getting stuns a lot at first loadout. So restock might be the play here, but then you're not ghosted.
Right. Restock plus either stuns or maybe even those grenades that... What are the grenades that release everything? You know, that tell you
snapshots.
Snapshot grenades. I only stun myself. Like I will only stun myself. That's the only possibility if I have a stun grenade in my hand. He's spectating his one last... He's spectating... AAAE Twitch or Kajas Twitch.
No idea what you just said.
ND Red is spectating.
I know what you just said. I was just messing with you. This is his teammate though. His team is still in the fight.
Right.
So maybe we get a little jailbreak action here.
There's no buys anywhere. Oh no, there is a buy right there. He's just got no money.
We've yet to get a jailbreak.
Oh, wow. That guy's up there. He's got great position, but he's kind of exposed. Back to see Pentagon must be fighting someone or about to fight somebody.
He must know somebody's over there. They have to know they have another team close. Very small circle with 7 teams left.
There's going to be a lot of action in this end circle. There's a lot of cover in this area, though. I mean, obviously, if they're in the hill.
Once this circle closes, this is going to get crazy.
Oh, look. His teammate went out, found a armor box.
And they get the
Down.
kill. He's
That's
got
it.
no ammo, though, in his EM2. 4 teams left, a super small circle. They know they're in the train. They can
have to
play it
get out
up,
of
but
that
they
train.
need ammo.
They have
Pentagon
to get
has
out of that
no
train.
ammo in either of his guns. He's got 29 reserve shots here and less than 10 in his EM2.
Teammates have to share if they have the ammo. If they,
And he runs into a whole team on top of the salt mine.
Unbelievable. Fist clenched. Oh, wow. His body just...
Ich hab nicht gedacht, dass mit rauskommen soll.
That's it. That's it for C Pentagon.
3 teams left, 6 players.
Oh my lord.
So there's this one full team is left alive that we're spectating.
Really unfortunate luck for C Pentagon, running out and just getting 2 guys right there.
And I believe this team they're spectating is an EU team as well.
I will never speak to anybody in America ever again on the AIM side if we don't take a North American win here.
Wie viele Punkte hatten die davor?
There's only 3 teams left. There's neither of them are full except for this team, and this is an EU team. So it's looking good for EU to take home the first map on NA servers.
You know what? Good for them. They brought it. Yeah, now it's obvious he's speaking German. What's that?
Weiße Hügel. Vor uns. Nein, links, neben uns.
Okay, gotcha.
Bro, wenn die jetzt noch
Someone's under him.
There's a lot of running around. Oh, he accidentally mantled. They picked it up.
Still got the kill.
2 teams, 4 players, so it's a 3-on-1 here. And there's the last guy right under him. And they get the kill. Pentagon's team came out strong on the NA host.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. COD timing in full effect. Stuns for sure. Stuns? Ugh, not my friend. A lot of other people's friends, but not my friends.
It looks like we have a little replay here of this final little fight.
That's it from the roof. Jumps down.
And then here's when he jumps down, and they're going to pick up this other kill.
And that's it.
And they get the win.
Come on, baby.
EU holding strong on the NA servers.
Victoria.
Wow.
Wow, they got a lot of kills. They have 34 kills. 34.
34 plus a win, that's a dub.
We got 2 Canadians, it looks like, or just fans of Canada, or maybe marijuana. Who knows?
I told you guys I'm the NA Pope.
He's got like the Dragon Ball Z thing. That looks like the dragon from the Dragon Ball Z cartoon show.
Where?
That guy, Jesus.
Oh, it took my camera a minute to load in there.
Sean's camera finally taking a crap. Mine's kind of okay. So, Ryan, we explained this earlier. Basically, it is North America versus Europe, right? But if you're a captain and you're on only the captain has to be either EU or North America. So if a captain's in the EU, he can play the other 2 players can be from North America. It's just wherever the captain is physically located, some part of Europe or some part of North America, that's where their team is going to play. But they can have their teammates can be from wherever. That doesn't matter. And we discussed there could be advantages to that, right? You kind of average out the ping on your team, if you would, for the server. There could definitely be some advantages there if people pick that up in the rules earlier.
Yes, sir. And, I think that's something that'd be very beneficial, as we said before, to some of these teams, to pick somebody up on the other side of the Atlantic to partner up with and, make a run in the tournament.
Absolutely. So far, great tournament. Looks like the European teams may be having a little bit of an edge. There's still 2 games to go, and we definitely know a lot can happen. People are either just starting to get settled into that right mode. Sometimes when you're in the bottom of the leaderboard, though, coming into this back third, you kind of lose that mental fortitude. You lose that kind of drive and go, and you kind of maybe play a little more loose and not as not as precise. But let's see. I mean, I'm excited to see where the leaderboard. We're updating the scores as we speak.
Right now, Team Pentagon sits on top with 87.4 points.
A strong lead.
Haven't seen a big spike by the NA teams. Right now, the top 7 teams. Oh, no. Except Russ is in 5th. Outside of Except Russ, the top 7 teams are all EU. And there's only 2 NA teams in the top 10 right now.
My camera is frozen, but I promise you I'm still here. Oh, no, it's still moving. It's just frozen on my view. Oh, no, there it goes. It froze. It froze. Yeah. Some big things happening here. I'm gonna check out chat. Let's see how it's going. It's gonna be in game.
So we have 2 maps to play left now. And, this is really the time now where these teams in the top 10 have to make their move. You have to have a good game. Depends on some of these scores as they come in, how people did in that game. There might be more than the top 10 who still have a chance at first. But right now, with what's updated, it looks like the top 2 or 3 teams have themselves a nice little lead and a nice little cushion here.
Absolutely. We are going to take a break for a second. We'll get everything going back in a minute. And yeah, we'll see you guys in a second.
Sono morto.
Uno ferito. 2, uno craccato. Sotto a terra. 2 a terra.
Sotto uno, l'ultimo.
Compagno nel culo. No.
Solo lo shotgun, Ma solo lo shotgun.
Compagno finito nel gulag. Chi sopravvive lì torna in prima linea. Un compagno ha il via libera per il schieramento.
Bravissimi. Nella mia testa team almeno.
Arrivo Marco.
Contratto sciacallo localizzato.
Si scarba, ma. Era.
Cadavere subito.
Non sparo sul cadavere, io sono un signore, ricorda.
UAV nemico in volo. Un compagno ha il via libera per il rischieramento. Cassa di scorte identificata. Posizione
La
contrassegnata.
faccia caldo?
Sì. Possiamo fare loadout
Ragazzi,
tra qua?
c'è qualcuno a factory?
Non lo so, non credo.
Non lo sappiamo. Vabbè, gente da me.
Contratto aggiornato. Nuovo obiettivo identificato.
Ci va a fare?
Sì? Dovrei?
Ha fatto l'oddi a
Dobbiamo
Rota, raga.
andare...
Dov'è Polis?
L'oddi a Rota. Porta Rosa, porta
Polis.
factory?
Se c'è sì.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. No. All right, Savvy's going after.
Different rotation this time from Savvy and his team, but that's because the Scav led him this way.
Right. Scav's
It'll be
important.
interesting to see if they're as comfortable rotating this way as they are the other way. But they find a red door, they're gonna go for the Scav.
Red doors. They're honestly half the time I don't take a red door. You never know where it's gonna land. They've been throwing me out in midair.
That's because you're opening the wrong door, brother.
No, trust me. I know which door to choose. I don't know. It's the first red door I'm talking about. You get in that first red door and you're just midair.
Oh, you just get an unlucky door.
Right.
Facciamo loadout?
I know
They
which
got
door
the
to
red
choose.
door. They're gonna
They're out
have an
in
advanced UAV, I'm assuming.
Junkyard. Ping is 125. Probably the highest EU ping we've seen so far. Great frames, though.
Tiro.
I wonder how the internet is in Europe. Because you know how, like, metropolitan areas here... I don't know what you have, Sean, but I have, like, the gigabit, super fast.
Yeah, I have
Not every
Google
place.
Fiber gigabit.
Yeah, okay. I wonder if... Because Europe's pretty densely populated, so I bet you their internet's either really good or it can slow down with dense population.
It might. I've noticed my internet's a little spotty sometimes.
Mine's always pretty solid.
All right, we're going to switch
All right,
here. This is the first place team.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is the team that took it last, and this is the team...
Looks like they took a red door, ended up in the sky like you always do.
Oh, they have to hate that red door right now. They're going to reconsider if they come across a red door either later on in game or back to Savvy. Savvy with a red box. Always great to find.
Getting their money up. I'm not sure if they have loadout yet or not because he's rocking his secondary.
Back to the first place team.
They're pushing in here to a fight. They knew there was a team here as they were flying down. They have a helicopter coming in, getting lit up.
Oh, there's
somebody's
a team that
here
has
waiting
their
for the
loadie.
loadout.
Yeah, there's a team with loading.
Guys, don't die.
Good. Just check for it. Where, below me, Jay?
Yeah, me.
I'm in me.
His teammates are strong. There's no,
He's in the room, second.
doesn't seem like anybody's upstairs. No one got flashed. No one got hit with the grenade damage. But he's not. Oh, no.
He almost had an amazing slide behind him.
He broke that camera so hard, but he just couldn't follow through on it.
But they still have the gulag, so we'll see if he can come out of this gulag and get back with his team. It looks like his team cleaned up the wreck.
Two rounds.
That was a really solid camera break. I'm shocked he lost that.
All right, we're gonna go here to Team Wreck Rent.
Wreck Rent, we think, is in some part of Russia or some area like that. Look, is that Bruce Willis? Or is that just a bad picture of somebody that's a bald
I think
guy?
it's Bruce Willis.
I think it is Bruce Willis, right?
Gotta be Bruce. It's Bruce Willis. We're saying it is. It's him.
I love when celebrities do weird, like, overseas commercials that we'll never, ever see here in the US.
Oh, yeah. So they're going to work towards stadium here. Stadium's interesting. It's one of the spots I avoid at all costs. I hate going into stadium.
I don't mind stadium. I don't mind it.
I feel like every time I go in there, there's multiple teams. I try to get somewhere on the stairs to shoot at one team, and I get killed by another team.
That was not the best jump. He's clearly not super familiar because if he just went left a tiny bit, unless
Maybe he meant
wants
to go
to be in
down.
this pit. Unless
Nope,
he wants
did
to be
not
in the
mean
pit.
to go down.
I don't think you'd want to be in the pit.
Unless he wanted to come up on the right side and knew he had to go down to come back up.
Прям за ручку, поняли? Жду вас.
Checking something.
Сильно не шуметь.
You see what I mean, Sean? A lot of these guys not aiming up where the person could be. They're just kind of leaving it dead center and walking with it. It's a little odd to me.
Switch here to Team Daggett.
Again, this amped coming in. There's a team in there to the left. They're not worried about it, though.
Guy's flying.
Oh my
That's
God,
a quick kill.
Yeah,
The
like, what
whole
are you doing,
team
bud?
got him.
And I think there's a guy on the left side inside the building.
I think so, because they had somebody 17 meters on the heartbeat.
Right. And there was a gas, they just got to drop down and do it. This amped is a solid gun. Another gas grenade. Does no damage, but really can mess you up. There's nothing you can do over there, man.
They're holding two separate roofs here. It looks like they're really hoping these guys are going to push up to him.
This guy saying burger is making me want to order some Five Guys.
Ooh, now we're talking. So there's a guy on his side of the building and a guy on the other side. We're going to switch to Xset Russ here.
Finally, North American. It's interesting to see the different color schemes people choose, because this color thing is whole different than the last guy we were watching.
Yeah, 100%. He's
Look at that
raining shots down on that helicopter.
He doesn't want them to take off with it, and if they do take off with it, he knows he can disable it pretty quickly. That EM2 puts out high damage.
Still on you or no?
Rowan, what's up? Joe Ellie, what's up? Mirren, what's up? Adrian, what's up? Cheyenne, you're back. Cheyenne, smash that like and let's hit the share too. Why not? All you. Yeah, I could
Go
stream.
get it.
I could stream. I could do this.
You could totally do it. Full-time streamer.
100%. 0.4 KD. Worse than anybody's ever seen.
But great content.
Unbelievable. Oh, look, that thing's a little messed up. I guess I
don't
haven't
know
seen
what you were
that.
just pointing out.
That red container. I know you could go underneath those right now.
I'm not sure if they're still open or not. I haven't played in a little bit myself.
See? Me and you. Waiting for the new map. Waiting for the anti-cheat.
Waiting for a lot of things for the last couple of years.
But now's the time, man. If it doesn't happen now, then we're really...
Well, it's not if it doesn't happen. It's if it doesn't work now. Then things will get interesting with this game.
This color layout is...
Beaming the car.
Beaming it. But he hit some shots, too, though.
Yeah,
like,
he broke them for blue.
I'm going to turn this volume up a little bit.
He's gonna res.
Is he on B? I hear him in green.
Little...
Oh, he got ripped apart from somewhere by train.
Those guys were on him. They saw him. He's got the self-revive, but he wasn't in the
Couldn't
position
get the
to do it.
self-res off.
Yeah, he could. Wow. From all the way up there with an EM2. Let's watch this. Let's watch this gulag. We haven't watched too many gulags.
Goes up top. This seems to be a play that everyone likes to do, go up top.
It's a tactic that everyone likes, but you know what? When you got well, he doesn't, but if you got reactive camo, you're putting yourself out on a...
Magnum might be the worst gun you can get in a gulag.
Don't even know how he died, honestly. I wish I saw that, because and you're right, the Magnum is tough. Hitting the E-pen again, hitting the E-pen.
I say the same thing when I die in the gulag. Fucking Magnum, dude.
Magnum is a trash gun, but they bought him back immediately. They know they need him. They had the cash. The loadout is right on the fringes, but it's just going to be too far out. Daggett getting into a fight. Arriba, that means up top. I know that for a fact. He's on the roof. He's on the roof.
He can come at him from any way. He's going to try to dip into this other building. He gets away.
Good. They get C4. Oh, good push.
Breaks him with the amp. Oh, couldn't finish it when he jumped out.
What gun was that?
He just couldn't finish it.
That had a... Oh, did he get smacked from that guy?
But his teammate came in and cleaned it up. It looked like he ran into a guy with a Diamatti who just double bursted him.
That's it. That Diamatti still is in play. Still is in play. Sean, we keep running these things. We're gonna have to take what was that, Rosetta Stone?
Definitely gonna have to do something to bridge the gap with the language barrier here.
Europeans are just way smarter because I guarantee you everyone playing right now knows English. Driving the car in the bunny suit? What character is he running?
I'm not sure what operator that is.
That almost looks like a PUBG type operator, you know, with the bunny suit or the weird kind of... Espectador. Team Rodkit? Is that Rodkit or is it
Rocket? Rocket.
This is the guy from Poland. .pl means Poland. That must be an ad for the... Yeah. I would say with like 98% positivity, that's Poland. He's advertising the military.
He's just behind him.
Right, you had the 3. You have to be a little bit more alert than that when you got the 3. You can't be jumping out windows making noise.
Where were his 2 teammates though? Because he was surrounded in that building with the bounty on him.
It would be nice to see a Polish team come knock some numbers and get in some top placements. That would have been a tough push for this guy, for Team Jaxv. Would have been a tough push for him to get that guy. If Team Poland didn't go out on that window, I think he would have been all right. That's it. You got to go.
They're calling for a heavy push here.
Yeah. They got to go.
He got him with a nade.
Yeah, he got it. Yeah, wow. That's unfortunate. It's tough to beat a push of a full team, all really in unison, just pushing at once. It's tough, especially if you're one person, you're totally screwed. And that grenade really fucked his day up.
100%.
Didn't get stuck, though. I always love a good stuck. I'm a thermite guy. I'm less, what is the grenade called? Semtex? Less Semtex, more thermite. But I do love the C4 vehicle. We talked about this earlier.
Yeah, you're a big C4 guy. Big C4 guy.
Love love baiting people too. Best part. You know a person's in a building, you bait a person, you throw C4 in a vehicle, you drive it out front, you hit him with a couple shots, you pretend you're a little weak, or you hit him to where you know they have to leave. They jump in the vehicle, you ride off, you let them ride off for a second, double tap, boom, they're gone. They have no clue what happened. Love a good surprise ending. I'm like the M. Night Shyamalan of Warzone, you know?
I have no idea who M. Light Shop, whatever you just said.
You do. He's the director that did all those movies. Remember with the most famous one, Bruce Willis was in it.
No clue.
Dude, you know. Oh my God, I gotta Google this now. Chat, can we help myself out here? What was the movie with Bruce Willis? M. Night Shyamalan did it. The guy was dead the whole time. I see dead people. Yes, Polish people. Anybody in that eastern block of Europe, they're tough as nails. What is this movie, Sean?
Couldn't tell you.
Hold on, I'm gonna Google it. Bruce Willis.
Should we go back over to the...
All right, back with Trance here.
Yeah, can do. He's going to that by. He's got straight off on it.
Unbreakable?
Never heard of
it. That doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound right. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
He's flying at the buy with the
Well,
Bertha.
let's
2
see.
Berthas.
Wait, what's that? Smoke.
Pop a
Loady,
UAV
loady
across.
top, loady top.
This guy's British, right? Yeah, he's
Uh,
British.
I'm coming.
Loadout
Top
on the
as well.
roof.
I'm dropping my cash for you here.
I don't know
yeah.
if that
Pop
loady was
it and
top
get
or
ready to.
inside or at the back. I'm not too sure.
They're gonna go up.
They're gonna.
Top
Oh,
Two top.
He's on top.
buy an airstrike. You gotta. In these situations, you gotta buy an airstrike. You gotta push to the top of the stairs. You gotta airstrike it and then hold that position inside.
They might not know I'm here. I'm ghosted. And...
Did I make noise on their staircase?
No, one's
Yeah, make noise.
One's jumped my side. One's jumped my side.
He's jumped your side.
Yeah, only one.
There's 2 of them on the radar up there.
I mean,
Yeah, he said one person jumped, but I don't think he's correct.
Nice, big.
Yep, see, he said exactly. He's got a nice pompadour, this guy.
Listen. One jumps. Let's go.
All right, we're gonna switch back to Bartal. I can't pronounce it.
Bartonalis. Jesus Christ. Barton. Okay, exit Russ. Thank you. Yes. Exit Russ with dystopia, whatever. There's also, oh wow, he got lasered, and there was a guy who ran in and was gonna run through that window and come around the back.
Nice. I couldn't see him. Too dark.
Exit Russ might race cars. There's car pictures in the background, it looks like.
Maybe he's just a NASCAR fan.
Loves a good NASCAR.
Maybe he races, but you never know.
Exit Russ on controller, but not an aim controller, I don't think. We got to get him an aim controller.
Back to Rec Rank here.
Fabri, can we hit some U.S. teams regardless of their standing?
Ко мне садитесь, давайте ехать вместе. У нас активка и фолловый груз.
If you could run over your teammates in this game, that guy would have been dead as a doornail. Would have been run over.
It's a good thing that that's not a feature.
Remember when I threw a grenade the other day? I was like, watch out, guys. You're like, what are you talking about? But the grenade doesn't do damage to teammates, but it will damage you if you throw a grenade by yourself, right?
100% you can kill yourself with a grenade.
Just not your teammates. Ebates, not to be mistaken with the website.
I'm gonna run into the satellite.
Here we go. Now we're in my wheelhouse. I can understand what he's saying. All right.
I think they're the ones shooting me right now.
He's going with the 40-round mag. Is that the 50-round mag is the biggest mag in the EM2, correct, Sean?
I mean, they're just gonna go
Yes, but it hinders your ADS.
Oh, you, bro.
So the 40-round mag is probably optimal in this situation.
It depends what you're looking to do, you know? If you want the movement and the ADS, you're going to go with the 40-round mag.
I'll be honest. If I'm running an AR and I have an SMG in pocket, I'll go full, minimal recoil.
One's flying over right now.
Who cares about the ADS? Because that's a gun that you're going to sit and fight with. The ADS isn't as important.
Take off your ping.
Is it, though? You want to be able to ADS, even if they're far, you want to be able to ADS so you can beat them to the punch.
No, for me, I like to have a more stable shot. You could pop out of a situation if you need to like that, right?
So they know they have a team below them, but they're getting shot at from above.
They're in a tough position because
they
they're
did get a team wipe, though. Frozone raining shots down on people.
Here.
Definitely a tough position to be in.
Remember satellite? It was
They don't know if this other team's going to push. I don't think they would. Why would you come off that mountain? At the same time, they think they're going to push. They think they're going to get pushed at some point.
Well, you have to remember they did have a team below them that they were nervous about.
That guy's trying to climb a mountain that's unclimbable. Not the best spot to be in. They got to get that finish. They got the finish.
Careful behind you.
I know. I'm worried about picking them. No shield left. Okay, get back in.
Great play. Nice job. Team wipe. Unbelievable.
Towards, like, Millie.
You don't have to, like, deep stress about
I think we're gonna have to go. Well, I'm just
Someone-
worried they're gonna push us.
I think we go.
You know what I noticed that these guys do that I don't do, Sean, that maybe most average players don't? The first shot that goes out, they're also pinging where that goes. A lot of times, how many games have we played where we're shooting, and then out of nowhere, it's like, well, where are they? You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. They've been holding this spot for a while now.
Well, it's, you know, they know they have to move. They only have 25 seconds. I would have started moving unless they have a car, but
They have the money for the res. It looks like he's going for it now.
but they gotta go. I think the play is right. If they try to chow that up the hill, that's a tough spot to be in. And that's what they're discussing right now. They're debating. This might be a team that hasn't had enough hours together to really make it an effective decision. They've got 1 second to make it, and this is it. This is the decision that they made.
The storm comes in slow here, though, so they have time to get there. They want to make sure that they're not going to get shot from somebody else. They know where one team is.
All right, we're back to team Rod Kit or Ro Kit. Oh, this is the Polish team.
What a C4 throw. Now they're going to push.
Oh my God, that guy was just standing facing the wall. He might
broke him. Good wipe.
Nice job, Team Poland, for the fucking win on that one. Nice. Came in fearless. He's got it. Did something just blow up?
Yeah, there was a Betty there.
Oh. Pings are truly a blessing in this game, especially the live pings. Yeah, 100%. The live ping, that's something that I probably don't do enough.
I'm hitting the car.
All right, we're with Angelica now.
I don't see him.
Angelica with the unbelievable,
I don't have it.
what is that, rug or whatever that thing is in the background.
Got somebody.
Yep. Nice. That EM2. She's got to get out of that storm.
No, she's not making it.
No.
I just iced the storm.
But you know what? Honestly, in that situation, you want to get the kill. You want to get... What the hell?
She had no other way out of that.
Ah. But she, you know what? At least she got the kill. She got the points for the kill, and that's what's important.
Zone was not on our side. Unlucky.
That EM2 up close, far away, that thing is unstoppable lately.
Yeah, there was a guy to your left as well.
You see what I mean? They're going up, and they're not looking up the mountain where a person would be. They're just kind of looking straight ahead. Is that me, or am I crazy?
I don't know. You might be crazy.
I don't think I am.
That's the kid, isn't it? I don't have that.
Here, I think. Help, help, help.
So they get a team white. He knows there's a team up in the trees.
Sean, is this the ground loot? I think this is ground loot, correct?
Yes, that's a ground loot AK, I believe. Unless he has the same skin, which is very possible.
Yeah, come behind us on our loading.
Yep, coming from the... Oh, it was the guy. It's the one guy.
Another one down the hill, I got sniped.
Oh, it was the guy on Angelica's team, right?
I can't. Need to play. I get round the back. Yeah, I've got on the back. Good.
Is this the last game?
No, there's one more. This is game 5. 3 teams left.
I don't know where this guy sniped me from.
Where's the guy on the hill gone?
There's a trophy system here, but I don't know if I can climb back up.
They just heard a shot to their right, it sounded like.
Yep.
They see a guy in front
They
of them.
see it. You know what? Well, yeah, when you see a guy in front of you, you have to...
3 guys there.
Got one.
I get sniped from the right.
Nice job.
I just killed
Good control on that.
I just killed someone from the right.
Guy down here.
For anybody thinking these guys, they're just unbelievable hours. Everyone had to show the task manager.
I'll be sniped.
That's straight recoil control.
Don't have zone here.
You know what it is? When people are just that much better than you, everyone's going to have their first assumption be that it's not real. Like, it's kind of just bullshit. I feel bad for these guys because these guys put so many hours into the game. They work so hard at it. And everyone just instantly wants to kill their credibility by saying that they're hacking.
It's like an artist painting like a beautiful picture and someone saying, no, computer drew. You know, I'd be like, what the hell? Like, no, like I'm doing this, you know? What a view.
Looks like it, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Trance with the win. And they were not... Were they in the top? They were team 9. So this could be... I don't know how many kills they got, but this could be... This could have pushed them up.
I was ego and I was like, I'm not letting go. I'm not letting go. 40 points
So,
in.
oh my God. Except Russ is the last standing North American in the top 10.
No. Was the right play, was good.
I played that
Perfectly
though.
Give me zero respect. You hate to see it.
We can't get any more points though, can we?
Yeah, we can.
No, because of the shorts, but
No, we can.
Didn't see how many points, didn't see how many kills they got there. Interesting. They were in 9th place, Sean?
They were indeed.
So that could have bumped them up, depending on how many kills they got. They could be in a prize position right now.
Yeah, I mean, that could be a big move for them to move up the leaderboard, push them up a couple spots. Then if they have a nice 6th game, it could put them in a position to get a win.
It's interesting. This is not going the way I think me and you had our biases set, right? We both thought North America was going to be taking it.
The EU teams are strong, though, and we knew the EU teams were strong coming into it. They put up a good performance. We knew Pentagon would put up a good performance because the last tournament he played in was an NA host tournament, and he put up a good performance in that tournament on the NA host. So he had 3 games on an EU host to do his damage, which he was able to do and put himself in a good position. A lot of teams here, they took advantage of the EU host. And the NA teams just don't be seeming to take advantage of the NA host the same way the EU guys took care of the business on their own host.
They're not making the push. I think a lot of them got demoralized and they're just they're not playing to the best of their ability. We've seen a lot of these guys crush tournaments, come out 1st, 2nd, 3rd. So yeah. Well, this is the way we call it. And it has some work to do. It's a possibility. Obviously, North American guys are extremely crazy skilled. It's just not for us. It wasn't expected that very impressive now that the EU teams are coming out as strong as they are. They're holding. They're just holding, which means they're consistent, which is key. In a situation like this, you need consistency. You need to hit a couple games where you're going to pop off, and then you just need consistency. And that's what gets
100%. You want to be consistent. Obviously, you want the placement points for the multiplier, but the placement points, the multiplier points are useless if you're not getting your kills as you go. And we've seen teams win and not get that bump because they didn't have as many kills as some of the other teams that got a bump in, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th place, but they had more kills. So,
Right.
it's not all as much as some people might want to play for the placement to get that 2x multiplier. The 2x multiplier doesn't really help you as much if you only have 5 kills as a team, when another team could come out, drop 10 kills and get the 1.5 multiplier.
Right. That's it. 100%. So we're going into the final game?
Yes, sir. This is the last map.
Final game. We've been going since 3 o'clock. This is going to be the final game. This is it. EU versus North America. This is the last game. This is the money's on the line right now. This is it. Top 3. So first place is getting $3 grand. Second place is getting $12.50. And third place is getting $7.50. We're giving away some controllers to some high stat performers, highest kills, highest things like that. So, we got $5 grand plus going out on this tourney. So we're gonna see, we're gonna see where it goes. But honestly, this has been exciting. It's definitely been, I don't want to say an upset because it's not an upset, but it's definitely been interesting.
Definitely an interesting tournament so far. There's been a lot of really great players putting out great performances throughout the tournament. We've seen a lot of really great play out of these guys, and we hope it continues into the final map here.
Absolutely. Just trying to read through some of the comments. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
My dogs are going crazy downstairs right now.
Need a walk probably. Been on a little bit, a little bit long. It's been a fun tournament. Last match coming up. Dogs going crazy. Players going crazy. Everyone's just kind of losing in the last final minutes. I need a nap. I'm not gonna lie. I'm exhausted. But it's been a fun day so far.
Definitely has been a fun day. A lot of good Call of Duty, a lot of good players. Everybody here is putting their best foot forward and having a great tournament, and that's what we love to see.
That's all we can ask for. That's all we can ask for is a great tournament. And I think we got one going. We're going to have more in the future. All right, Sean, if you're not going to run meta classes, what is your class that you're running? If you're not running the EM2 OTS, what are you running?
I don't know. The AK is still kind of a really strong gun. I know everyone considers the EM2 as the best assault rifle right now. I think the AK is really, really strong. As far as an SMG, probably a Mac 10, but that's kind of still a meta gun. I don't really know if there's any guns outside of the meta that are worth running because right now the meta, although the OTS and the EM2 are the strongest guns, there's still a couple of viable ARs and subs that you could use.
I agree. I always love the Bullfrog. The Bullfrog has always been strong for me. I always loved it. Not because of that 85 round mag. I don't use that thing too heavy. Use what comes in stock. But the Bullfrog's been good. The Mac was good when it was the Mac, at least for me. The Mac and the DMR. Remember those two were meta for a little bit?
Yeah, the DMR was a meta and drove a lot of people crazy. That DMR and then that AUG meta, that the TTK on those guns were just so high. And it opened up a lot for people to kill people at range and just destroy people quick.
I had one of my highest. We played a game together. It was the 3 of us or 4 of us. We were playing a game together. I had one of my highest kill games. I think I got 19 kills. And it was mainly the DMR, just like people running across, like 1, 2, 3, done. All right, 1, 2, 3, done. But even then, that Mac 10 was good. I think it had a tighter spread on it. And what like now the Mac 10, I feel like is just if you hit fire that thing, it's just circles. It's just making circles.
Maybe that's just your aim.
Could be. Could be. Could be. All right. So we're about to get the final game going in a minute. All right. There's a lot of stuff going on in the what Eduardo, you are reaching out to the wrong person. I'm clearly just commentating. Sorry that you're upset. I don't know why, but I haven't made the rules. I don't know.
What is he upset about?
He was asking for someone to hold on one second. Wow. Okay. We are about to get it going. Yeah, break it for a second, please. Thank you. Throw on some music. All right, we are back.
Ok. Come UAV nemico?
Jukesy's chat is in the chat. They are not happy. Again, you guys are hating on aim controllers, which I don't know why. While we're giving out the contest money, we're not the actual host, so I would hope everyone would just chill a little bit. All right, we got Savvy Ultra.
Landed super again.
Again. No, not phased by super. Landed super again.
They love the super land.
Good loot. If other people land there, they feel confident there. Right, now the team, so shocked they don't go around. One of them go around the side.
Savvy loves going here to super. So they've rotated this way every game except one. They've rotated towards the storage side. The first game they had great success over at storage. Then the last game they rotated towards factory.
Yeah, they haven't really played storage since. They haven't really played storage since. They're definitely not going that way now. Storage is out of bounds. I don't think they would go that way. There's a big field to cross. Doesn't make sense to hit across there.
All right, we're going to Team Berry TV. They're by the hangars by airport.
Abbiamo un loddi, raga, lo vogliamo fare davanti.
Look around. I don't see
outer
any
left. Oh, you're red, you're red.
Back to Team Jesus Jr.
Take the straight, yeah. Got airstrike.
Last time I checked, the Maya
Yo,
PPO
train is not loaded.
was the one in first place for the most kills.